Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tales from the Golden Bough, brought to you by, powered by the same channel where all of our stuff is, Castles and Castles. I'm TormentedByGnomes, your dungeon master for this evening, and we have an awesome show for you tonight with some very, very cool guests. Today's adventure, I'll be introducing it in a bit, is the DOTAIN'S Rock Rumble, and we'll go ahead and start with our first guest, Bren Cutler.
Hey, everybody. I'm Brandon Cutler from AEW. Catch me on Wednesday nights on Dynamite or Tuesday nights on AEW Dark on YouTube. Other than that, I do fun one-shots like these for D&D. Where we're doing a character name introduction here.
If you want to give us just the brief, name and class and stuff, feel free.
Okay. His name is Grumman Gremgrum. He is a Hill Dwarf Paladin.
Glorious.
Brent,
Bren,
it's me, isn't it?
It is. It is. You, tea
It's like, it's
sipping.
me. There was an awkward silence. I was sipping at my tea. Hello, my name's Brennan Hook. I'm a Overwatch commentator, Valorant pro player now.
Not true.
Technically, I compete in tournaments. Haven't won any money yet, but we're getting there. And I'm going to be playing for this character, for this one shot. I'm going to be playing Osiris Splitbreaker, a barbarian, and you've already leaked it. He's a gnome. So yeah, I got to do my best gnome voice as well.
A gnome barbarian.
A gnome barbarian. Yeah.
Okay.
Working on gnome so far.
Fun fact, the reason my handle everywhere is Tormented by Gnomes is because of a gnome barbarian.
Really?
A gnome barbarian and a gnome necromancer. We'll tell that story sometime, but tonight is not the time. Next up, it is global icon and national treasure himself.
Right. Hello, everyone. I am Alex Mendez. I go by GoldenBoy. You may have seen me on the Overwatch League. I also used to commentate for AEW and Brandon Cutler, one of my favorite wrestlers, by the way. So it's good to be hanging out with you here. So I used to commentate for AEW. I am on a TV show right now called The Titan Games with Dwayne Johnson, where we commentate gigantic people pushing and pulling gigantic things. Pretty awesome. You can catch it on NBC. And I stream as well. And I do the Foreheads podcast and all other stuff with them. I'm assuming a lot of people know the hell I am. Also, I'm a global icon and a national treasure. There you go. That's it.
Very arrogant of you, assuming that people know who you are.
Yeah, really arrogant. Me, on the other hand, I'm a professional Overwatch League player, Sideshow for Florida Mayhem.
Screw you, bro.
Hey, I have 2 weeks to be able to claim that, and I'm going to make the best out of it. All right, I'm Overwatch League commentator, Sideshow, Josh Wilkinson, and I take regular part in Castles and Castles, as well as streaming and all other good stuff as well. Who I am playing today is I'm doing something weird. I'm going to play a really dumb, like unbelievably dumb barbarian Goliath who is incapable of speech, and therefore for any charismatic moments of hype, he has a little dweeby handler alongside him who's actually his manipulating puppet master. So that's who I'm going for. His name is Lurch.
I like
almost like a Krog and Scanlan combo. For Critical Role people.
Yeah.
I like how you tried to branch out and do something different, and you still ended up playing Alan O'Dale.
I still ended up playing an evil manipulative handler. Yeah. I can't get away from it. It's hard baked into my brain, Joe.
You're supposed to role play. This is supposed to be an opportunity for you to expand your horizons.
Yeah, I should play a happy little druid elf or something in another game.
Just try to channel Lysha Norwellen and, see if you can make
be
that
naive
happen.
And positive.
Exactly.
I can't do it. I'm not that talented an actor, Joe. I have to play someone evil.
All right. So today's adventure is going to be slightly different than most of our episodes of Tales from the Golden Bough, aside from the ones that descend into backstabbing and TKing. Because what we have today is we are finally picking up on a plot line that occurred in our world earlier. And if you are not familiar with our world, don't worry. It doesn't matter for now. Today we'll be hosting the
DOTAIN'S Rock Rumble, one night only at the DOTAIN'S Rock, where the great dragon ASHARDALON, the Heart Eater, waits for these champions to meet in battle. Only one can emerge victorious.
What does it sound?
Man.
Like you're talking out of a 1940s air raid warning siren. Is what you've announced it out of.
Ladies and gentlemen, enemy AC 130 above. Enemy AC 130 above.
But
good.
yes, so in previous adventures in the Northern Kingdoms, due to a series of terrible decisions on the part of an elderly sorcerer, a great dragon older than the world itself burst into the great mountain of DOTAIN'S rock. And ever since then, the shadow of its wings and the flame of ASHARDALON'S breath has spread across the farmlands of Vercinget and razed the towers and castles of Galajon itself. But ASHARDALON is no mere beast. He seeks to gather together all the armies and all the disaffected clans and warriors, all those who want to serve him in his army to ride over the northern kingdoms, conquering all before him. And in order to earn his favor, champions from every tribe, every faction, every warrior band have gathered together at the foot of the rock in order to test their strength in battle. So you've got the great wildling clans have all gathered with their banners. There are hobgoblin legions marching in iron discipline together in their perfectly set up camps. There are ogres brawling with each other and arguing in the camps to the side and inside of the rock itself. You have hooded cultists who seek to channel the very power of ASHARDALON, this power that stretches out before the era of dawn. They've gathered in their secretive cloisters. All of these, the armies and camps spread out for miles around DOTAIN'S rock, which rises in the middle of a vast plain, once filled with farmland and dotted with villages, now burned and pillaged, a wasteland of destruction spreading out in the wake of these great armies, let alone the fires of ASHARDALON himself. And in the middle of these camps come these 4 warriors, each of them seeking to be ASHARDALON'S champion, to march at the head of his armies and bring honor and spoils and glory to their individual groups. So, yeah, that's what we're doing tonight.
Tense.
Pretty simple.
Sounds like a Tuesday.
Yep.
So we're good. Another day.
Exactly, you know? So, I was... You know what? We'll just go ahead and go straight into it.
I was told this was a picnic.
So do we launch game here?
Yeah, you're going to want to have Roll20 open. And you're going to want to have your character sheet open in another tab.
Ooh, map.
Right. So let me know when you've gotten in on that, and we'll go ahead and start doing. All right, so you've got the battle mat open, and again, this is like the gaming table, and then you should have your character sheet open in D&D Beyond. If everything's working right, if you move your mouse over the different stats and weapons on your character sheet, there should be a button next to it that allows you to roll it. It'll be like a little D20 icon that pops up. So, for starters, as a test, why don't you try to find athletics over on the left-hand side of your character sheet, and let's just have everybody in the party give me an athletics check. Roll to flex.
I get an advantage on athletics.
Oops.
Can I utilize that?
Oh, yeah. Beefy.
Hold on.
Do you get advantage on all athletics checks?
No. Only made to push, pull, lift, or break objects. But technically, I'm like pulling and pushing my muscle fibers.
Yeah,
so-
but you do that when you breathe.
It's going to take me a little bit to find this. I'm sorry.
Okay,
guys.
I'll only get one.
Where do I... Sorry, do I go on D&D Beyond and do this?
Yep. So when the extension we installed means that when you do stuff on D&D Beyond, it's going to affect Roll20.
Got it. Okay. Where do I... Okay, athletics. So I click on the number
Click
here.
on athletics.
There should be a little dice icon that appears right next to it. There you
Done
go.
it.
Oh
Done
my
it.
god, huge.
Oh, tied with me, eh?
Dwarves in the
Hey.
house.
Aha,
What can I say,
represent.
God, these guys are huge.
Little tiny. Yeah.
It's just like a triangle, but it's like an Oh God, I was always bad at isosceles triangle. Is that how you pronounce it?
Isosceles?
Yeah, that
Isosceles?
one. Just
Yeah.
just short but broad as fuck. All right.
Loving this battle map.
Yeah. So
Zoom out
This
of it.
this is our arena.
this is
Oh,
your
crap.
arena, and I have
The master of ceremonies.
yes.
Oh. Dun, 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 dun.
So gathered around the arena are all sorts of different warriors chanting and stomping their feet and eating snacks and passing out popcorn and the like. And they're gathered from across the land. And as you wait to enter the arena, I know I've got you here on the floor, but that's just for convenience sake. As you wait to enter the arena, you bump in the tunnel, in the room just offside the tunnel, where the casters are going to be found. You do have a chance to bump into each other before you fully enter the arena. So why don't you go through and give a brief description of what your character looks like?
Starting on that.
Brandon, go ahead.
Oh, all right. Let me get my character description. All right, he's a stout dwarf with some long, bright orange hair that's been like tied into like an intricate braid, and his mustache kind of comes down and connects to it, so it's two separate braids that go down with like metal rings hanging on the bottom of them. He's got heavy plate armor with the emblem of a hammer and an anvil on it. And he's got these golden huge pauldrons that are shaped like eagle heads on his shoulders. He's got a shield in one hand and a war hammer in the other.
Some bad motherfucker.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're obviously compensating here.
Osiris Splitbreaker is nowhere to be seen. He's shrouded by 3 hulking half-orcs, arms crossed, snarling at anyone. Osiris, you can't see him. You don't know where he is. He's hidden as of right now. He's waiting for his time to shine, for when he's gonna emerge.
So he's got the whole squad together, all of his retainers.
Yeah, he's got his squad.
All right. I'll go. Oron the Muscle, dare I say, is not. He's a normal person, or he looks like a normal dwarf. He's got himself a nice mohawk. He figured it would be intimidating for this particular thing, but he's a good person who just is really trying to do the best he can for those from his town of Bronxonshire. Obviously thinking about the love of his life, Cynthia Ron.
Jesus Christ.
You
couldn't go 2 minutes without mentioning where you're from and your wife.
I'm sorry. I'm talking about we're on the muscle here. Josh, so can you please relax?
Sorry, my bad.
My
Can you please
immersion.
relax? Thank you, sir. The immersion. Thank you. But yes, so he actually he's a dwarf that is, and I'm trying to find my notes here. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little all over the place.
All good.
But he's actually like 5'9", 283 pounds. But he's a dwarf. Just so you guys know, he's there. They say he's the taller kind.
Nice.
On the tallest side of the dwarves.
Yeah. Obviously, he is from the Church of Solid Muscle, and because of that, he thinks about pumping up. So, if you want to visually think of how he would look, think of a Scott Steiner with probably an extra tan or 3. That would probably be the best way to represent him, with a black mohawk. And he obviously has all of his followers around him and stuff cheering him on.
Does he do Steiner math though?
He actually is very proficient in Steiner math.
Nice,
this is a fact. Yes, he's very proficient. He also has. Oh, I found it. He has he's a brown mohawk. Sorry, and gold eyes as well. And yes, and overall just badass. It's kind of like me.
On the other hand, Lurch stands over in a corner, slack-jawed, eyes staring out into the distance, picking his nose. This guy is an 8.5 foot tall behemoth, an absolute unit. I mean, he doesn't even seem like he's that muscly because he's just so damn tall. He's just a bulky person that has been scaled up, but he kind of gives you this vibe of being a child. He has a tiny little. Instead of the what did you have, Brenna? An orc posse around you, hiding you from the surroundings.
Yeah,
Lurch has no need for that kind of stuff. He just has the voice next to him. This small diminutive man in a cloak who doesn't like to show his face, who's prodding him at the moment with like a kind of cattle prod kind of thing in the butt to make him move forwards. Lurch isn't really paying him much attention, but he is moving every time he gets prodded.
My God.
Fucking hell, we got 3 hours of this.
We got extremes. 2 dwarfs, a gnome, and a Goliath.
A Goliath at 8 foot what? Goliath?
8.5 foot tall Goliath.
Oh my God.
We're talking over 2.5 meters tall. Yeah.
Almost as tall as Johnny.
Almost.
All right. So you've noticed this about the crowds. There, like I said, there's all sorts out there in the arena yelling, and you can hear 2 mighty beasts just attacking and tearing into each other as the crowd roars in entertainment. There's predominantly really 2 groups in the crowd, two sorts. There's a lot of hobgoblins, and the hobgoblins, they come from the distant north, and they are militaristic and they are well trained. The ones that have made the long journey here are coming because they believe that this is the best opportunity to engage in hardcore warfare, and they love iron discipline and they love the rules of engagement, and they band very tightly to each other. And the other group that predominates are the wildling clans, specifically the Arugula tribe is out in force, and they like displays of strength, but they also like displays of cunning, and they love it when things go wrong for people. So they're kind of like Twitch chat. Before you emerge into the arena, you have the opportunity to talk to each other, to see if you know anything about the crowd you're going to perform for, to see if you know anything about the challenges you're about to face. And GoldenBoy, your character has a list of skills. You've got the athletics skill, but there's a number of other skills on there as well. If you're proficient in a skill, it means it's something that your character is sort of well trained in and knows how to do.
Yeah.
But you can make a check for any of those as well. So I'm essentially going to give everybody the chance to either interact with each other, talk with each other, see if they know anything that might give them an advantage or help them sway the crowd in their favor, and then the games will begin. And we're going to go ahead and start with Brandon. You're gathered in the tunnel, and you can hear the crowds outside. Brandon, is there anything that you want to do before the battle begins?
Maybe I'll go up. Maybe I'll go up to Oron.
Mm-hmm.
Fellow dwarf.
Going on, brother? How you doing today?
I got my eye on the big one. What about you?
Oh, well, I'm just out here just trying to do it for all the little Oronaniacs that are just believing in themselves, and I just want them to take their vitamins, brother. That's it, dude. That's really all it ever boils down to. Hey, man, what about you, dude?
Oh, I take my vitamins, Got a good, healthy regimen.
That's good. You know who doesn't take his vitamins?
But I guess what I'm saying is
over there. You know that little bastard over there? The little bastard, that little thing, brother. You see next to the giant guy. I don't even know what the hell this thing is. Wait, he's like 8 foot tall. What's wrong?
Yeah, that's the one. I guess what I wanted to ask you was, can I count on you out there? Can we bring the big man down together?
You know what, bro? You got it.
It doesn't take much, does it? It doesn't take much for these alliances to be formed.
Oh, not even a question. Because screw Josh.
Yeah. Let's leave it as 2 dwarves as the end, eh?
That makes a lot of sense, brother. I actually agree with that quite a bit. And I just don't like the way that little dude looks. Honestly, that's just a big problem right there. I mean, he's got this giant thing next to him, and then there's just like this little guy. What is he? What is this even supposed to be, brother? That's why I think us dwarves, we gotta stick together. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I want to make this alliance for all the little Orananiacs out there. You know what I'm saying, brother?
Like, yeah, not going for the handshake.
What is it? The commando handshake? The you son of a bitch.
There it is.
All right. Now, before we carry on over to Osiris Splitbreaker, I need to tell our guests tonight about some of the rules here at Tales from the Golden Bough. You see, chat has the ability to spend their channel points to meddle in what's going on, meddle in the dice rolls. So let's just run through what we've got so far. Josh is already racking up disadvantage.
Come on! Come on! My character has no brain. Isn't that enough of a disadvantage?
All right.
Please, chat. I don't need this.
So, okay, so Bumblebean, disadvantage. Sideshow, Sideshow, disadvantage for talking bad about EverQuest. So you got 2 of those racked up. Hey, has Sideshow mentioned Valorant so far? Like in the intros? I'm pretty
No,
sure.
Bren mentioned Valorant.
Okay.
He said he was a Valorant pro.
Well,
Yeah, sure.
Bubba Rama only used if Sideshow says the word Valorant, which you just did. So we're just gonna go.
You
ahead
just
and rack that
paid
one.
me!
Damn.
You could have just said no. That would have been a completely acceptable option. Inspiration for GoldenBoy because he's a treasure.
Hey.
That's right.
There you go.
It's gonna be easy night, guys.
So essentially, you can get advantage, and whenever you have advantage, it means you roll. There should be a button on D&D Beyond that lets you toggle it, and it essentially lets you roll twice, and you take the better of the 2 results. And you're allowed, if you make a roll and it's just awful, before I tell you whether or not you succeed or failed, you're allowed to say, I want to use my inspiration. I want to cash that in. And you can immediately make a second roll and take the better of the 2.
Okay.
Disadvantage, whatever Sideshow's character name is.
Lurch. Actually, really disrespectful not to know his name and still be giving him disadvantage. So thanks for that, people watching. Scumbags picking on the guy with no brain. he's got a child's mind and you're picking on him.
Inspiration, Brengasm.
Oh,
Interesting.
Yep. Disadvantage, add another one for the professional owl player.
Don't know who that is.
Now you don't know who that is?
No idea. Who's that?
Some guy, inspiration to Bren Cutler for the bro shake.
Right, bro shake. There it is.
And a couple of treasures. Inspiration for Sideshow.
Pointless at this point, isn't it?
No, you can cash it in to get rid of, 1 disadvantage. Disadvantage, make it another one for the trouble. Sorry, Josh. This is why we don't have this on our Tuesday night show. Like
this seems like a lot, Joe. Maybe you should cut them off. There
is a limit.
Giving me disadvantage.
I have good news. There is a limit, and I think we're running wildly towards it. We're careening off the edge of a cliff towards it. Inspiration for the global icon and national treasure. Inspiration Oron from all the Oraniacs take our energy.
Right, brother.
Basically, everyone gets inspiration apart from Josh's character. They only get disadvantage
Might as well just
from now until the end.
Disadvantage for the pro player. Inspiration for the Florida Mayhem pro player. Inspiration GoldenBoy for always including his wife in all of his context.
At this point, I just do it to agitate people.
Oh, and I have a couple of others on here that I'm going to keep as surprises.
Oh boy.
Yeah. They're contextual based on things that happened during the game. Another inspiration for the Married Man meta. And one last disadvantage for Sideshow.
Just to top it up, cherry on the cake. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Now that that's all said, we'll actually allow...
Cherry on the cake?
Yeah, Cherry on top of the cake.
Sure.
What else do you put cherries on top of in your
Just
Muscle Beach?
You just say cherry on top. That's just the cherry on top. You don't have
Right.
to.
What are
say
you doing? Putting a cherry on top of your head, Alex?
I don't know. Whatever
Where does-
on top. Why does it?
Cherry's got to go on top of
some.
something, doesn't it? It can't just go on top. It's just not just floating cherries around everywhere.
Here, I'm not a cherryist, okay?
Okay.
Cherries can go wherever they want to go. All right?
right.
They have their own choice.
I'm actually not a big fan of candied cherries. Don't like them. Don't like them.
Is that a character fact about Lurch?
No,
Put it in
it's
the
just
bio.
a character fact about Sideshow. Not a fan of cherries.
Doesn't like cherries.
The
Can't
term is
confirm.
maraschino cherries.
Yeah, maraschinos.
Yeah.
They suck.
We've had a jar of maraschino cherries in moonshine in the fridge. It was actually pretty good for adding to drinks. Like you add it as a little garnish, you eat it, and things start to spin.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds good.
You give it to someone who doesn't want to remember the night. Yeah.
Well, you don't eat the whole jar. You don't just like, hey, thanks, a whole jar of boozy cherries. Let me just like.
Do you need vitamin C and a way to forget your night?
I'll tell you what, though. When I was doing my charity stream last night, they made me do a shoey with a White Claw in the shoe for reaching $2,000. And I haven't drank in 3 months. And my tolerance has gone right down to when I was probably around 14. And as soon as I downed this White Claw out of Custer's shoe, it wasn't even my shoe, it was Custer's shoe. But it was a special shoey shoe that he only uses for drinking out of. So it technically might be better than
That's
the normal, I suppose.
The Australians just have problems.
But it went straight to my head, and I was like, just gone for an hour.
Wait, you were drunk on White Claw?
A single White Claw, yeah.
That's crazy, dog.
A single White Claw.
Bro, that's crazy, dude.
Oh man,
That's wild. Like
the boys pound those like nothing.
Yeah.
No, those claws. What, the boys being in the dwarves? The dwarves just before they go out, slam a couple of claws.
Oh,
there's a
Lord.
link to it. There's a link to it that Bumblebee put. I want to see it now.
There is. Bren, do you need a moment to remember what happened last night, or does Osiris have anything to do before the combat begins?
Osiris is going to waddle up. I say waddle, and kind of swagger up, a little bit kind of disorganized in terms of his movement, a little bit uncoordinated, up to Yarp, Lynch, whatever his name is, Lurch,
Mm-hmm.
and he is going to say, "You there,
Yarp?
me and you, we're about the same size. What say that we band together?"
I'm just going to look at my handler and then look back to the gnome.
Now, what you see of Osiris is a hulking 7-foot cloaked figure.
Oh, okay. Explain this to me.
You do not see a gnome. You see a big, very wide, brawny character with the head kind of covered with a wolf's pelt.
Right.
Sorry, not a wolf's pelt, a bear's pelt. And
Is this the classic two short kids trying to buy some booze trick in a long coat? Because I'll tell you what, that would fool Lurch.
no. But the voice doesn't change. The voice is the same. Osiris, the gnome. And yeah, he says to Lurch, "What say you?
He's going to reach a hand out. He's not really going to reply to you, but Lurch reaches a hand out and just starts petting the bear fur. He just thinks it's a real bear. He's just petting the bear fur. And he's like, ooh,
Take your hands away from Osiris, Splitbreaker!"
He thinks that that's like nice, cute little noises, and so he's going to cuddle you in a little further and start stroking you even more. His handler says, Enough, Lurch, enough. Put the weird gremlin person down, and back away. He doesn't understand anything you're saying anyway. Make your pacts with other people. He'll be fine on his own.
I'll see you on the battlefield.
Not me, you won't, you moron. You'll see him.
All right. Well, Oron, is there anything you wish to do aside from form a pact of dwarvendom?
Actually, I go over to Lurch.
Lurch is really sad at the moment that his bear friend has been taken away from him.
Well, no. What's the name of the small dude? What's the name of the small dude?
The small dude hasn't given his name.
Yeah. Oh, small dude hasn't given his name. So
No.
I go over. I'm gonna go over to the small dude. And I'm gonna say, "Hey, dude. What's up, brother? You got some beady little eyes over there. I don't like the way you looking at me. What's your name, dude?"
I don't intend to give my name to ruffians like you, dwarf.
Whoa, dude. I just came over here just trying to create conversation with you. Obviously, you didn't understand. Now, here's the question.
You said I have beady little eyes. It's not a very polite way of opening a conversation with somebody, actually. I don't know whether things are different in dwarven society or whether you've been disenfranchised with your freakishly large disposition, pushed out of normal dwarf ceremonies, have you perhaps? Freakishly tall beast.
Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. Because here's the truth. I just call it like I see it, brother. Now, here's the thing. Do you believe in the Church of Solid Muscle, dude?
What?
Brother, do you believe in the Church of Solid Muscle?
Where the hell did that echo come from?
Whenever you say it, man, solid muscle. It just happens to appear. It's nothing I could do about it, brother.
Solid muscle. It didn't work for me.
Then we're done here. Because clearly you don't believe in it, brother. And then I walk away.
All right.
What a weird man. ASHARDALON'S experiment of cultural melting pots does not seem to be going particularly well.
Yeah, social experiments with the Ashardalon, the World Ender.
Yep.
Lurch and friends, is there anything that you wish to do before battle is joined?
Yeah, go on.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, Lurch.
Thank you. Lurch, the handler is going to prod Lurch in specific positions, cattle prod him in the back of the knees, which is a sign for Lurch to start doing some squats and limbering up for what's about to come. So he's doing some flexibility moves. You know, he's just focused on doing his workout routine. And in the meantime, the little handler is looking for. He's trying to peek into the crowd to try and see what's around and see what the crowd looks like, whether they're, you know, because he's aware that different groups have come together here, but he doesn't know exactly the composition of the crowd, which might make a difference as to which target he wants Lurch to go for first.
Well, do you have a character sheet for the handler?
No,
Then give me just give me just a D20. Just roll a D20.
Yeah. I feel like he's just kind of an average dude, you know. 5. Yeah, he's kind of shit.
All right. As you sort of peek your head out there to look at the crowd, an ogre goes flying across the arena, and just like you peek your head out of a window, and the handler barely ducks his head back behind as this ogre just having recently been absolutely thrashed by a hill giant that is now lumbering away, sort of scritching its ass, having emerged victorious.
Oh, good Christ. He's going to look back towards Lurch. He's going to start giving him back rubs and alternating them with some back rubs. And then whenever Lurch gets too sleepy, he's going to cattle prod him in the neck again, just to wake him back up, you know, just like a jolt, and then start relaxing his muscles again. Lurch, keep your distance, allow them to whittle each other down, and then go in for the kill. You remember, just like we said, just like when you fight the wolves, this is how we're going to do it here. I believe in you, Lurch. Yarp. Yarp. And he's just going to nod and keep yarping to himself.
All right.
They have no great plans coming into this.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Is there anyone else in this tunnel with us?
There's a number of different guards and warriors. There's some servants running back and forth, other retainers from previous fighters, but you're the only fighters in the tunnel.
I'm going to maneuver the body underneath me and try and work it over to one of the other people in the tunnel. Just anyone at random.
Okay.
You there! What information do you have of the people watching us from above?
What are your people skills like, Osiris?
Cyrus is a bit of a people's man. He is really bad at talking to people.
That's not okay.
He's quite blunt, but he's good at intimidation.
Okay, go ahead.
He's quite intimidating.
Roll an intimidation.
So
check.
he's gonna ask, "What information do you know of the people watching us from above?" Well, he's like getting his the guy he sat on top of to flex his arms and kind of crack his knuckles.
It's well known that the higher pitched voices, the more intimidating they are than that one. Classic.
Well,
what did you just say to me, you? I'll have you know I graduated top of my class in the battle school of Ashardalon, and I have over 300 confirmed kills. He just starts.
Was he just shouting that entire?
Yeah, he keeps going. The whole copy pasta just spilling out of his pockets. It's all over the place.
I'm gonna be shouting, back, trying to pull the head of who I'm on to run back.
Okay, roll a dexterity saving throw as this outrage of just spittle flows across you.
Oh, hold on. Oh, I get advanced. Wait, no. Do I? Yes, I do, because I'm a barbarian. I get advantage on dex saving throws against effects I can see while not blinded.
Well, you can certainly see the spittle flying at you, so go ahead.
Okay.
16. All right. You manage to stay atop your trusted steed, preserving the spotless perfection of your impenetrable disguise. At that... yes, go ahead.
I was going to say, is there a way, while all this is going on, that I could stand in front of the entirety of the crowd and flex on these fools? Is there a way I could do this?
So you're still in the tunnel, like you haven't really gotten out there in a moment, but
yeah, no, I'm aware. Yeah, no, I'm aware.
No, you will be able to do that in mere moments, actually, because I'm going to go ahead and have the.
But can I do it? Okay, great. Yeah, no problem. I was going to do it to these guys, but
to flex on them? Yeah.
Basically, I want to flex on these fools and everyone that's in there too.
Okay.
So how do I go about doing that?
We can resolve this a couple different ways. We could resolve this as an athletics check to just be a display of pure muscle, or we can do it as an intimidation check to make everyone feel. The word just escaped me.
Intimidated?
It was something a little more eloquent, but yes, inadequate. That's the word I was looking for. Inadequate.
Excellent. Inadequate. I would like to make everyone around me feel inadequate right now.
All right, roll an intimidation check. Should be on your skills.
Okay.
15. All other fighters, please roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Now, would this be considered a magical effect?
No.
Yeah.
Bro, Lurch's mental is absolutely resilient.
Wow.
Dang, nat 20.
All right. So because the two of you have established a compact of sorts, I'm going to go ahead and give Brandon advantage on this saving throw. Grumman, go. I just unplugged my headphones, but you can still go. Roll a additional wisdom save and just take the better of the two.
All right.
21. All right. So on the one hand, tag team buddies looking a little bit swole, looking a little bit, you better step up your game. But on the other hand, it's better to have him in your back pocket, right? The horn sounds and the crowd roars as the iron portcullis rises up, revealing the arena.
Ooh.
You are able to march forth from the tunnel as the Master of Ceremonies, a huge hulking dragonborn the size of an ogre with wings that spread across the platform, surrounded by guards who I did not choose to put on the battle mat because I didn't have time, raises his hands as the four of you walk into the arena. So we're going to do a couple of things here. First off, we are going to roll for initiative. To determine the order in which you make your entrances. So for this to work, this is a two-part process. First, click on your character token. So I've got a character token for each of you, and they should be controllable. You should be able to drag them around, move them around the map. So click on that piece, then on your character sheet, roll for initiative.
Okay.
Which should be near the middle top.
Evan.
All right, give me a moment. I'll take care of this. Josh, we're going to take the first result.
Yeah, I had advantage, so I
Even better.
rolled twice.
Okay, let me move everybody into order here. Oh, don't worry about the disadvantages, chat. I actually added little stat bars with all the advantages and disadvantages. It will not go forgotten. We also have a couple of treasures we're going to hand out here in a moment.
Warriors of ASHARDALON'S army, gathered before you are 4 warriors from the far corners of the world, but only one can stand as your champion. Welcome to the DOTAIN'S Rock Rumble!
Oh my god.
Is that the Dragonborn?
Yeah.
He just naturally speaks like that?
Hi, how you doing? How's everything going today? You want some of this beef?
You need a little something for there's some drops I brought in my sack.
Yes, please toss those up to me.
Go ahead and make an athletics check to throw those. That really hit the spot. Thank you. Feeling way better.
All right, there we go.
Oh yeah, wait, what did you say was in these things again? I'm not, like, where did you get this?
Oh, I think I gave you the wrong one.
All right, so we're going to go ahead. You may do your entrances. We are going to start with Osiris Splitbreaker. How do you enter the arena?
To start with, my retainers, my half-orc warrior guard, my band of warriors, they file out, leaving an opening in the middle, straight lines on either side, and in perfect synchronization, they each pull out their swarm. If you're unaware what a swarm is, it's a long, ancient horn-type instrument. And they begin playing the ancient tune known in the barbarian gnome clans as the Bringer of Death.
Can you give us a sample of the Bringer of Death tune played on the shore?
It's this. Yeah.
Wonderful.
And as this is playing, Osiris Splitbreaker commands his the guy he's sitting on to take a sprinting, jumping start. And he runs straight down the middle of his retainers and sprints. And as his figure underneath him jumps, Osiris Splitbreaker tries to attempt a triple somersault off of the shoulders of the hulking guy that he's standing on.
My God, roll an acrobatics check.
Don't fail me now. I rolled it, but it didn't work. Oh, God, I'm rolling inspiration. I'm rolling inspiration.
Okay, I was about to ask that. This is the only inspiration that you got, by the way, so...
Only one. Okay.
You get used on his entrance.
No!
No, you said that was a triple somersault?
Yep.
Okay, because a 12, I would have given you 1 somersault. I don't know about 2. I'm definitely not giving you 3. So you execute the first somersault, but the second one, you mistimed your momentum, and you roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
And I see it. I gain advantage.
No, this is not an external threat. The ground does not count.
Oh, God.
the 2.
There's now a gnome size. The crowd erupts into laughter.
I'll slap Oron on the shoulder.
Even Lurch giggles a little bit. He doesn't even understand what he's seeing, but
All right.
Oron is dying on the ground, just laughing. LMAO.
I pick myself up
Mm-hmm.
and I pull out my modified swarm. It is a prolonged, twice the length of me. I don't know where I was hiding it. I don't know where it's coming from, but I pull it out of somewhere. Twice the length of the size of me as a gnome, with its end expanded outwards. And I shout into it for the entire crowd to hear. I wait for it to die down a little bit, and I shout into it. My name is Osiris Splitbreaker, and I will not be mocked.
You broke your own split, boy.
I'm sorry, is that supposed to be like one of my competitors, dude? Because as far as I can, that's just a child, bro. That's a child.
I will break you.
Are you talking about his voice or his intelligence? Point alert.
Speaking of Lurch, unless Osiris has anything else to add to this unfortunate display, it is now Lurch's turn.
The handler gives a triple cattle prod on the back of his butt cheeks, and Lurch realizes the sign that he's been developed for, and he immediately just dashes out as far as he can, just 80 feet dash straight into the. I mean, how far is that? Like the middle, the end? Yeah, an 80-foot dash just as far as he can, as quickly as he can as well. Meanwhile, his little handler pipes up and summons a surprisingly loud voice to say, "Ladies and gentlemen, you are about to witness a man the likes of which you have never seen before in your lives. I first found him, a feral child, tearing trees to pieces in the woods, scaring away the wolves and the bears. Then I traveled with him further, where he would tear rocks to pieces and suckle them for water. Finally, with him at the front, we vanquished local towns, spilling the riches. He cares not for himself, but he will be a valiant champion, and none shall beat him. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Lurch!" And Lurch just stares there like, Yarp? Just still looking. He hasn't turned around either. He's just run, and he's just staring forwards at the wall.
Wait, what does he do again?
He's just like, Yarp.
All right, got the screen cap. Carry on.
And the little man in his cloak tries to kind of amble away after setting up his intro.
Okay, roll an intimidation check with the first of many disadvantages.
Is that an intimidation check for?
Whichever one of them has better intimidate. So
Sure. Mildly speaking, it is the -2 charisma Lurch.
Then I would give it to your handler, who has a flat 0. Just roll.
Oh no, he still has a +1 intimidation. I don't know how this has happened, but yeah.
He's got to be proficient. That's the only explanation.
Yeah, he is. And it's with disadvantage, correct? So he rolls a 5.
Wow.
So honestly, it was a pretty good speech. You had everyone's attention until, Lurch lost focus and just fingered directly into the nasal cavity, which was somewhat distracting, and you think you might have lost the focus of the crowd, unfortunately.
That is disappointing.
Unlucky. All right. Next up, Grumman Gremgrum.
Yeah, he'll start walking out to the center with his brothers and sister, brothers Gorman, Grom, and Griswold, and sister Jennifer, spelled with a G. They'll circle around him, and he'll take a knee, like kind of grab some dirt and like sniff it a little, and then he'll pull out a huge dice that he'll roll in the center of the. Jeez. Hey, I did get a shoot natural 20 though.
All right.
And he'll say a prayer to it and pocket it, and then he'll look out towards the other 3 and go, "May your creators have mercy on you, for I will not."
Glorious. Roll an intimidation check or performance if you're proficient in that. Let me know if that goes through. This is a flat intimidation or performance.
All right. I'll do intimidation.
Nice. All right, the crowd eats it up. I mean, you did roll a 20. That's worth plenty. And so far, you're the only one who's managed to enter without making a clown of yourself. So, excellent. Go ahead and move yourself into the arena in a position of your choice.
All right, I'm going to take dead center.
Nice. So far, you seem to be the crowd's favorite. And last but not least, Oron the Muscle.
Ah, yes. Save the best for last. So, the scene is set as all of the people who have come to cheer on Oron from Bronxenshire come out first, all just kind of spreading around, right? Like scattering about of the entranceway. And then one person comes out, and it seems like he has some kind of object that will allow himself to project his voice out to everyone. In which case, everyone else in the crowd, or those people, they come out, they start saying, "Solid muscle, solid muscle, solid muscle," and they're getting louder and louder, progressively louder as time goes on. Obviously, when you say solid muscle, it echoes. There's nothing that you can do about it. To which then the man comes out with his loudspeaker and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Join me in welcoming the hero of Bronxenshire, the reigning, defending champion of the world." We won't say what world, we just go with it. Oron the Muscle! And at that point, everyone starts to, go crazy. They're banging on like some drums and stuff that they brought out to make kind of like a song. So some essentially a theme song. And then a few of them actually have fireworks as they start to shoot the fireworks up into the sky. Everyone starts to pop all their fireworks and stuff. And then Oron makes his way out holding a giant tree. Okay.
What?
Holding a giant tree. And then he will rip the tree in half and then yell out loud, "Solid muscle!" And then that's basically his entrance.
Okay. Roll an athletics check to rip the tree in half.
Oh,
26! and just splinters fly out in slow motion, suspended in the air, illuminated by the light of the torches. The crowd roars with approval.
God, maybe I need to look into that church.
GoldenBoy, you should be able to grab your icon on the battle map and move yourself.
I will be right next to Brandon.
All right.
Right next to, or Grumman. How do I can't see it. There it is.
Graham.
and Jennifer with the G. Oh God, it's so good.
All right. I'll just put the name there for ease of. Boop. There we go.
The time has come for battle to be joined. The first round will be all for hold on.
Hey, Steve, what's the thing called where they all have to fight each other at the same time?
That's a free-for-all, boss. It's a free-for-all.
Okay, thank you for...
The first round will be free-for-all.
Very nice.
You may begin fighting in 6 seconds. Until then, fighters, take your places.
So, we're going to run this down back in initiative order. Everybody, you cannot attack each other for 1 round. So you have 1 round to move yourself around the battle, use items, use abilities, charge up, etc., and then battle will begin. But before we do that, the crowd throws down some gifts to the fighters. From Twitch chat specifically, we have a couple of treasures here. So, first up, all right, so honestly, the 2 dwarves knocked it out of the park in terms of performance. So we're going to go ahead and let them have the first treasure. We had a 26 and a 16. So the first treasure is going to go to GoldenBoy.
That's right.
92.
Ooh.
Are these rolling on a random table?
Yeah, I have a treasure table.
Oh, Jesus.
That 92 could be potent.
It could be anything.
Could be potent.
God, I gotta
Give me
find
a deck
something.
of many things. Deck of many things.
Oh my God, the deck. No, that if we really want to, kick this party up, that's the prize for the winners. You get to draw from the deck. All right, we'll just go ahead and give you a potion of greater healing.
Oh wow.
So, I want to say it's like 4d4. Just add it to your inventory. If you get low, tell me when you use it, and we'll figure it out from there. But just mark down that you have that. And then Grum. You get a second of our treasures, so mark that as complete. And 90. The immovable rod.
Oh, who gets that?
An immovable rod?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Could be like a cat toy for Lurch.
Yeah.
Yes, in these lands it's called the Giant Killer. Let's see if we have any other. Yeah, we got 1 more treasure. I'm gonna hold on to that, and it'll pop up in the middle of the game.
Hey, I'm looking at my inventory. I see potion of healing. Is that it? I just see there's no potion of greater healing.
Don't worry about it too much. Add the potion of healing. You just get to use it twice. It's basically double strength.
Got it. I just added potion of healing.
All right. So, fighters, you have 1 round to take your positions, use your items, charge up your abilities, etc. The order of initiative begins with Osiris Splitbreaker. What would you like to do?
Cyrus has been mocked. He's been laughed at. His entrance didn't go how he planned it. He was expected to come in here as the top dog, as the big boy, He even hired a bunch of mercenaries to make him look good. He even taught them to swarm in the forest for 2 weeks. 2 weeks teaching them to swarm, and they still messed it up. His entrance was supposed to be the best, and now he is with the rest. So here's what he's going to do. You know, he's done playing by the rules. He's done boasting. And instead, he's going to use his ancient gnomish techniques to... Would you say, Joe, that this terrain is rocky?
There's some rock. There's rock mixed in. Yeah, it's rocky terrain.
I'm gonna try and merge into the surroundings. I'm gonna try and just sort of mold myself into the rocky face by stealthing, and I gain advantage on stealth checks to hide in rocky terrain as I'm a deep gnome.
Okay, is that an action to do that?
It's just the stealth. I just gain advantage on stealth
Oh.
checks to hide in rocky terrain.
All right, then you can use. I'm gonna say you're gonna need to move up to some of the rocks. You can see that there are some boulders strewn about the
Okay.
battlefield in order to use that. So go ahead and move yourself using the cursor tool, and then roll a stealth check.
Oh, I automatically rolled the advantage. I'd rather take the first one because it was a nat 20.
Yeah, I mean, I generally take the first result. He vanishes, completely disappears. You notice that the hobgoblins in their armor and their uniforms, they look around and they go, "Boo! Skulking! Boo!" But the Wildling clans are kind of, let's see where this goes. You know, let's see what happens here. Might get him for a sucker punch. All right, Lurch. What'll it be?
He is going to... Presumably we saw roughly where he was heading towards the rocks before he just melted into the rocks. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Like he didn't just vanish completely. So Lurch is going to head in the exact opposite direction. He's trying to get as much distance as he possibly can from everybody else at the beginning of this fight.
Okay.
So he is going to go directly over here. Just 65 feet. He's just going to dash completely to the left, hanging out on the absolute outskirts, underneath the rocky outcrop of where this big bad guy is.
Yes. The almighty master of ceremonies.
Hey, Shazzy D.
Yes.
All right. Do you want me to move you, or do you have the cursor?
I'm trying to move me, but I can't
You
move
probably
me,
have
so
the
I
ruler
don't.
tool selected. Make sure that you
No,
switch.
I've got select and move, but I can't pick myself up, and I don't know why. What am I doing wrong?
Oh, it's because you joined late, and I never gave you control of yourself.
Well, that could be it.
There you go.
Thank you. Yes, that's me.
But can any of us really be said to have control of ourselves?
That looks like it looked like I was on the high ground, so I've moved myself slightly so that I'm clearly away.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna dash over there.
All right. Good enough. Grumman Grum, what do you do?
So we can't attack, but can I cast like a buffing spell?
Absolutely.
Can I cast Hunter's Mark on Osiris?
Are you in range?
If you can see me.
Oh yeah, he's mad stealth.
Darn. All right.
I would
Yeah,
let
that's
you
true.
use. Is that a bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark?
Yeah.
If you want to use your action to like search for him with a perception check, if you succeed, you can mark him. Otherwise, no joy.
I see that arrow.
that was just my test arrow, figuring out how far away everyone is.
Yeah. What was it to roll again? You want me to do?
If you want to do this, you're going to need to use your action to make a perception check. You need to beat a 22. Not that Grum knows that.
Yeah. Well, I don't think there's any way I could, but I'll try it.
You know, even with your keen dwarven senses, the little blighter seems to have vanished entirely.
Can't find that bastard. When I do, though, I'll get him.
All right.
I'll just start kind of wandering around.
All right. You should be able to use the move select tool to move yourself.
I'll move like over here a little bit.
Cool. All right.
Just looking for it.
Next up, Oron the Muscle.
Indeed. So right now it's just preparation, right? I don't think I have anything like spells and stuff. Right?
No, as a fighter, you probably wouldn't.
Yeah. Okay. But
Now,
could I
Go ahead.
do push-ups? And I just want to get the crowd on my side even more so than I
Okay.
have them right now.
Mhm.
And I noticed that there's some rocks that are around me, and I would like to grab like some of the rocks and just break them with my solid muscle.
Okay.
just to continue to get the crowd on my side.
Mhm.
I hope you roll a nat 1 and sprain your wrist or on the muscle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll an athletics check to just find the biggest rock that you can and shatter it.
All right.
My God, he's enormous. As everyone else is, they're running around, they're casting spells, they're getting ready for battle, you just look up at the crowd, lift it over your head, and crack it like, Rafiki cracking open the thing to do the thing. Just.
It's time.
And you think you hear your name. There's so much tumult, right, and chaos that there's just all sorts of noise that they're all making. You think you hear your name breaking through the crowd.
Oof.
That's
right, brother.
They like you.
Right. Little Orananiacs. Running wild.
Let the bloodshed begin!
Now, everybody, all 4 of you, roll 1d20. And
Oh god.
Alex, I think you're going to have to go into roll 20 to do this, because I don't know if there's a way to roll a straight 1d20 from D&D Beyond.
Sure.
So
Where do I do that?
If you go into roll 20 into the chat where like all these rolls are popping up,
Yeah.
just type /roll space 1d20.
Okay. Flash roll space 1d20.
16. Brandon, you give me yours and we'll decide. Okay. All right. So we had somebody who subscribed and specifically asked for something to be added to the game. So, Oron, as you crack open the rock, you've noticed that underneath it, buried in the sand, was a chair.
Yes. Yes. I grabbed the chair.
Okay, you've now equipped the chair. It is Osiris Splitbreaker's turn first. He is attacking from stealth.
Now, with your permission, DM,
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
We
my
found a
God.
wondrous item.
and only with your permission,
Mm-hmm.
would you allow me to physically pick up the rock I am stealthing against to use as active camouflage around the arena?
What? This isn't real? What? Oh, God.
Like it's a bush you just pick up and
Yeah, like, what is it, Fortnite, dude? Like, little
I will allow you
Rock
to
Raider.
pick up the rock, and I will allow you to use it to obscure your vision. Obscure sight.
My
of
argument
yourself.
for this
Mhm.
is that as a deep gnome and as a barbarian with the aspect of the bear with advantage of pushing and pulling objects,
Mhm.
but also with the advantage of hiding in rocky terrain, I figured that I would know best how to utilize this giant boulder to become stealthy.
People will not be able to see you. Whether or not they see a boulder moving remains to be determined.
we're just gonna get exclamation marks over our head when he gets near.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Riddle me
want
this.
to
What's your intelligence score?
a flat
That's a
10.
deep question.
Okay. You believe there may be a chance this could work.
It could be this. It could work. It could pay
It's
off.
theoretically possible.
What would you like me to roll?
Athletics to lift the thing, and you get advantage
Okay.
because of bear totem, right?
Yep. That's a nasty
Okay.
roll.
Yeah. Fun fact: this rock is part of the backdrop, so I'm gonna need to dig out another rock. Give me a moment.
Just moving parts
I got-
of the backdrop.
I got an immovable rod. He has a movable rock.
What happens when an immovable rod encounters an unstoppable rock? Find out.
Yeah.
Come on, where's my? Please, my rocks. Where are you?
So there's just going to be a rock following Bren around everywhere he goes.
As far as you know, there's a rock moving around the arena of its own volition. What your character does or does not
Booby
believe about
traps.
that, I leave to you. All right. Bren, access of the rock is granted.
Excellent. I'm going to try and use this rock
Mm-hmm.
to stealthily move closer to or on the muscle.
Okay.
So,
He breaks rocks though.
so close to him. I'm going to try and move this close.
That's how close you're gonna try and
literally
stealthily move a
sniffing on
boulder.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm inflicting disadvantage on this stealth check, which negates your advantage. So give me a flat stealth check.
Oh no.
Ooh.
15.
15?
Or on your character sheet near the bottom left, there should be a number that says passive perception.
Bottom left, passive. Yeah, passive perception.
What is that number?
11.
Okay. That's a really cool chair you found. You should definitely keep focusing on that chair. Now, Bren, I believe I don't. What's your movement speed?
35 feet.
35 feet. Okay.
Yep.
So you lift the rock and you move the rock and you sneak up on or on the muscle. And then what do you do?
Much like a pantomime or a comedy act or something out of a children's play, I'm going to stand on the rock, breaking my illusion of stealth, and towards the Arugula clan in the upper sections, the rafters, I'm going to around them, and I'm going to reach into my bag of holding and pull out my own chair, of which I used to hit Oren from behind.
Oh my god! Okay, roll an attack with advantage. Do you have stats for the chair already built in or no?
No.
Okay, just roll a melee attack with advantage.
Bludgeoning damage.
How do you have a bag of holding with a chair in it?
Okay, and I should have told you to roll these with advantage because you snuck up on him. Just roll twice more, and if you get natural 20s, you get natural 20s. You did not. Okay, so out of nowhere, this gnome creeps up. It's like the cartoons where they... And just, you feel this chair break over your incredibly muscular neck, Oron. You take 10 points of damage, which you should be able to mark on your character sheet. And howls of laughter and cheers go up from the Arugula clan all over as the hobgoblins continue to boo you. The audience is very clearly divided, but there's a faction of them that quite likes what Osiris Splitbreaker is cooking. Namely rocks. I believe that's it for your turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. Lurch, it's your turn.
Well, Lurch, having seen Osiris pop out of stealth form, he views this as a strange new addition to his being. He does not understand how Rock is there when Rock was not previously there. And man jumps out of invisible. Clearly, Lurch needs to deal with small invisible man. And so he's going to use his charger action to dash towards. He's going to dash right within.
What's up?
Yeah?
Why am I the threat?
You're not it's not so much that you're the threat, but you've popped out of nowhere, and in his child's mind, he's been startled, and he reacts to being startled by punishing.
Chat points out that Lurch does not
aggressive.
understand object permanence yet. He's not at that developmental stage, so...
Exactly. So, he, as far as he's concerned, a brand new being has just entered existence, and so he's gonna charge right up close to. He's gonna use his dash basically, but his charger allows him to use his bonus action for another attack.
Okay.
And it gets a +5 bonus to the damage.
Damn. Roll this.
Too late to enter a rage?
Yes, a rage needs to use a bonus action, right? So I don't think I can't enter rage and use
I was
my
talking
bonus
about
action.
myself.
Oh, you. Get out of here.
Is it too late to enter a rage?
Do you have the ability to enter a rage as a reaction or no? It's a higher level
Probably
barbarian. If Thoras doesn't have it, you certainly don't have
Yeah,
it.
no.
Okay,
no,
yeah,
no.
then skip that.
All right, and I whip out my maul, and with all of the momentum that this 8.5-foot being, this sprinter who's just dashed 65 foot with his maul up in the air, he doesn't use chairs. He uses an enormous two-handed bludgeoning weapon, and he probably misses.
Well, give me disadvantage, please. This is the first.
Oh,
of,
I roll with disadvantage.
the first of many, my friend. The first of many.
Oh, that one was great as
It
well.
was. You know, I'm gonna put a little bar up so that you can actually see your advantage and disadvantage. Give me a sec.
Ah, I forgot that I had disadvantage.
You very, very much have that. Okay, so I'm guessing an 11 does not hit Osiris Splitbreaker, right?
It does not.
Okay.
Shit. Oh, actually, I'd like to use my inspiration. I know that I have inspiration, right?
Yes, that. See,
know
if you
that I
use,
have-
you're gonna have to do that next time because once you've already got both numbers, inspiration just brings you back down to a normal flat roll, which would give you the results of the first roll.
Okay, never
So
mind.
it's not going to salvage this.
Not doing that.
But next time you can do that. If you roll like a really good
Okay.
roll and you don't want to make that second one, you can do it.
Okay, let's
Okay.
do that then. Next time.
All right, that is it for Lurch. Grumman Grum. What do you do?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes, sir.
Ah, all right. Well, can't attack my dwarf friend, so looks like Lurch.
Wonderful.
Now,
Or have I seen Osiris yet? He's still invisible, right?
nah, he broke his stealth very dramatically to
Ah.
earn the favor of the crowd and to smack Oron the muscle over the head with a chair.
Yeah. Okay, so then I immediately want to cast Hunter's Mark on Osiris then.
Okay. Target locked.
Ah. Yeah. And then I'll go attack Osiris.
Okay.
With-
Now, I need to
with
point
my
out
Warhammer.
he currently has the high ground. I believe you have enough movement to jump up on top of the rock as well, but if you attack from the low ground, you will have disadvantage and probably get half your body cut off.
I'll do it.
Don't
All right.
try it, Anakin.
Okay.
Let's see. From here.
I'm not sure how that roll.
That was Hunter's Mark. I accidentally clicked Hunter's Mark. I don't know if
Gotcha.
I need
No,
it.
that's totally fine. Go ahead and just
All right.
click your attack.
My Warhammer. Did it pop up there?
Should in a moment.
Well, it's rolling it on the D&D Beyond, but I don't know how to get it on.
There's an icon. So it should be a similar icon to where you've been able to roll in other places. If that doesn't go through, just give me the results.
Okay. Yeah, it's popping up the icon on like any checks, but it doesn't have that icon on like attack rolls.
Interesting. Next
Yeah, I
year.
noticed that too. If you click on it,
Oh, all right, I'll just give
on
you the,
battle axe or whatever,
So it was an
comes
18
up.
to hit.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Alex?
If you click on Brandon, if you click on the like whatever it is, there should be like
Yeah.
a thing that pops up, like an info text that pops up, and you can actually click Beyond 20 there.
Oh, there you go. Sweet. Okay.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
You got the same result too.
Hey,
And are you using a shield or are you two-handing this thing?
I'm using a shield, so it's one hand.
Okay, so that's a 9 to hit plus 1d6. So just go ahead and give. We'll take the first Hunter's Mark, but like from now on, what you can do every time you hit with the Hunter's Mark is you just click the Hunter's Mark again. So he slams Osiris Splitbreaker for 15 points of damage.
Oh.
And he's not in a rage yet, so that's 100%
Yep.
the real deal.
It's a lot of damage.
All right, Oron the Muscle. You just had a chair broken over the back of your head. What are you gonna do
Bro,
next?
dude. Messed up. It's messed up, dude. So I see him now. I'm assuming because he hit me.
Yes,
but I
he's
also
no longer
see
in stealth.
Lurch. but I see Lurch as well because Lurch is like right next to me as well, right? Okay. Well, obviously I'm gonna go after Osiris because I mean, what a dick. So, and
He's made enemies.
is there any special attributes on the chair, or is it just like a normal chair?
If you attack with the chair, make an attack with your normal weapon roll, and if you hit, we'll do the damage off of after that.
Okay. All right, sounds good. I'll save the chair for a rainy day, but I
Okay.
am gonna attack him with my battle axes.
Okay.
And I have two-handed.
Mhm.
I'm so I have two weapon fighting. So what do I do here? Roll both or just
So
one?
you are champion, so you get to attack twice every time you attack, and you can use your bonus action to make an attack with your offhand weapon. So attack 3 times.
Wow. Okay.
Twice with the first one, once with the second one. Oh my god.
1, 2,
Bro, I'm gonna die.
3. Should have thought about that before I broke that chair over my head, dog. Should have thought about that before you broke the chair over my head, dog.
That's
Oh,
so much damage.
you take 22. You take 28 points of damage.
What?
Yeah.
God, I wish I entered a rage.
So chat gave us a healing boost a
man.
while ago, and the healing boost was given to my ass. And right now, given how your opening went and given how the game is going, I'm gonna hand that directly to Osiris Splitbreaker.
Oh, thank the Lord.
You can heal 8 points of damage.
Phew.
Alright.
So is he like chugging a thing, or does it just like magically happen to him?
He just sort of, he's getting to be. He just wipes it off and sort of catches a second wind. It's that sort of
Alright,
thing.
yeah.
He's just.
I'm
The crowd's cheering for him. So, Oron, you would have to move in order to successfully attack Osiris Splitbreaker. So 3 of you are on, 2 of the dwarves and the gnome are all on the rock while the hulking Goliath is just yarping from below. You moved and you used your you used your bonus action and you used your action. You can move if you want. However, if you leave somebody's like combat area, they can use their reaction to make a free attack against you. So unless you want to stay kind of roughly where you are, you should probably end your turn.
Yeah, I will end my turn.
Okay. Oh, the Bren Timmies are fighting back. They're in chat.
yes.
They're in chat. And they're
Yes.
helping out.
Heal me.
All right. So we have a couple more treasures and such. This is the bottom of the round, and the crowd gets to respond. And because we have some treasures in chat, and because so far somebody's been playing quite well to the crowd, they're going to throw some more stuff to the sneaky gnome.
Yes.
My God. This coward.
Oh, I like round numbers. Round numbers in the predetermined table. That's got to be good.
Holy shit.
Yes. What is it?
Okay. The crowd hails rocks and just crap just down onto the battlefield. Everybody on the battlefield roll a dexterity saving throw.
Do I get advantage because I can see it coming?
Yes, you do.
All right, then I also get advantage.
So I just hit dexterity.
Yep.
It's a little bit. It's different. It's
Oh, okay.
Oh,
dexterity saving throw.
yeah. So there's.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Go ahead
All
and hit that. Natural 20.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
So the rocks and stuff hailing down, it's nothing. But Osiris, you catch a shiny green stone that pulses with power.
What the?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say you don't have Arcana as a skill, right?
Kryptonite.
Not particularly proficient in it.
Well, then on your turn, if you'd like, you can use your bonus action to try to identify it, or you can just throw it on the ground and break it open. Okay. Moving right along, Osiris Splitbreaker, it's your turn.
I throw down the gem.
The gem cracks open. The earth trembles.
Oh
The
my
sand
God.
and the stone shake and rise up.
God.
And they glom together into a column that rises from the floor of the arena,
Oh my
transforming
God.
into an earth elemental.
Yes. Yes.
New challenger.
This bastard attacks me from behind and then gets rewarded with an earth elemental because he's getting his ass clapped in this arena. That's messed up. That's messed up.
Yeah, so give me a moment to pull up a freaking earth elemental. I just got to see like what the rules are for it. Okay.
Challenger approaching.
So you feel that it has a mental connection to you. It is obeying your commands.
Excellent.
And if it, yep, there we go.
Oh my God, that thing is massive. Is that the actual size of it?
Yes, that is
Jeez.
the actual size of it. What would you
Oh,
like
you
it
had to
do?
call in your big sister, huh?
What do I want it to do?
Mm-hmm.
I want it to beat the shit out of Oron the Muscle for slapping me with his axe.
Okay. Oron, the arena floor stands up. It looks you in the face. And it hits you with a...
I must break you.
Osiris is going to shout as the elemental is formed and says, This is for the Arugula clan!
Okay. It rolls a natural 20. As you look up and the shadow of this thing leans over you, an earthen fist rises up and just smack! You feel the floor give out beneath you. And as like your torso is now flattened like a Goomba into the floor itself. You take 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
And it
Nothing
attacks
to
again.
respond. Oh
For
my
another
God.
13 for a total of
my
34 points of damage.
Jesus.
Let's do 34. So put 34 on here.
Yep, you take 34 more points of damage. Now I will say, summoning this thing takes your action, so you cannot also attack.
But I can go into a rage.
Yes, you can. Would you like to?
Osiris, he's been put down all of his life. This is why he chose the path of the barbarian. This is why. So he could put down bullies like Oron the Muscle, who used his size against him in the school for gnomes and dwarves.
Attack me first.
He's gonna put you in the dirt. And so he's gonna rage and scream, and he's gonna channel the rage of all the bullies at school.
Well, fun fact. First time Bren rages, he gets disadvantage. Thank you, chat.
What?
Nice.
Chat had a condition in here. The first time that Bren rages, he gets disadvantage. So there you go. You have disadvantage now.
I managed to avoid it because you didn't do anything.
Yeah, my turn's over, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay.
But we also have another healing boost in here, so let's go ahead and take that. Osiris Splitbreaker heals another 6 points of damage.
Jeez. Went from almost being dead to
Yeah.
he's the favorite to win.
Where can I see the health of everyone?
So it's not built into Roll20 because
Okay.
people are keeping their character sheets on D&D Beyond instead. So I do need people, however, to let us know when you're bloodied, when you're at half health or lower.
Oh yeah, I'm at 30.
Okay, that brought me up to 39. So I'm
Alright.
good.
30
I'm
of
not bloodied
74.
yet. I'm not bloodied yet.
Lurch, it's your turn, followed by Grum and Grem, followed by Oron the Muscle.
Lurch saw shiny stone, but stupid little gnome got shiny stone first and threw it away. Lurch really mad.
Oh my god.
Lurch pops his rage, and he's just gonna try and beat the shit out of Osiris with his maul. He really wanted that shiny stone, and all he got was these little shitty normal rocks. So he's gonna try and make the little gnome pay for it.
Okay.
Is he still on the high ground?
Yes. You are not on the high ground right now. The gnome is on the high ground.
Now, I am about 5 foot taller than he is.
Yeah,
though.
that checks out.
So I feel like, we're at a similar kind of height.
Yeah, he still
Punch
has
him in the head.
advantage to hit you, but you don't have disadvantage to hit him. We'll put it that way.
Okay, I'm going to pop my rage as well with my bonus action.
Yep, done and done.
And I'm going to go into a frenzy.
Okay, so
Although that doesn't actually make any difference this time, I think, because I have to use my bonus action anyway. But
no, when you use your bonus, yeah, it doesn't. You are in a frenzy, but you gain no benefits yet.
Yeah, and I'm gonna recklessly attack.
Okay, we're swinging for the
twice.
fences.
Yep, we are going for it. So that gives me advantage, which will cancel out my disadvantages.
Oh, there we go. Yes, it will.
Yeah. So I'm basically just attacking twice normally.
And burning through 2 disadvantages.
Yeah. Oh, I not won.
Okay.
Come on.
Before we go any further,
I'm gonna. Oh yeah, because I can't even use. Oh wait, I can use my inspiration this time because it would give me advantage.
No, because you can't stack advantage and disadvantage.
Yeah.
It's not like there's no calculus. As soon as you have both of those, they're both out the window. That natural one stays on the board. Roll a dexterity saving throw with
Critical
disadvantage.
Is it something I can see coming? It's not
Nope,
really, is it?
Never saw it. Your own Butterfingers. Never saw it coming.
Oh, and nat 20 and a 15, so pretty good.
Yeah,
15.
okay. You maintain your hold on your maul despite it slams down into the rock and the shockwave just. But you can swing again. Roll your second attack. Normal.
Full recovery.
Okay, fantastic recovery. Oh, another nat one!
Oh my god! Are you kidding me?
Rolling extremes.
Come on! That is so unlucky.
Oh man.
It's amazing.
I deliberately reckless attack to cancel out the normal disadvantage, and I rolled 2 nat ones. That's something broken there.
Look, think about it this way: you're making so many rolls, you're really burning through those disadvantages, which is going to apply to your next dexterity saving throw, which I'm going to have you roll right now.
Okay. 2 14s.
We take those. We
great.
take those.
You're burning through it.
And I don't have to look through my library to find a little mall picture to throw, miles away from you in the sand. So really, we're all winners today.
So that's it. I just swung at him twice and clanged off the rock. Wonderful.
Too angry.
Yep, I guess that's it then.
Yep. All right,
Damn.
Grem, it's your turn.
I'm gonna 180 and see this elemental. Like, come on, and I'll take a swing at it.
Okay. Remember, you have one inspiration you can use whenever you'd like.
What was that? You cut out for me.
Oh, you have inspiration that you can use once on your call.
Do I gotta say that before I roll?
You can do it after you roll, but before you know the result, or before I announce the result.
At it. I'll roll again.
Okay, roll again. We're gonna a 16. Yeah, no, that'll do it.
Yo, leave my Earth Elemental alone. What did he do to you? Nothing.
All right,
He attacked his brother. That's it,
It's
dude.
true, actually. I did attack you.
You smash into him. Are your attacks magical? This is I don't believe
Sorry?
so. You don't have an enchanted weapon, so that's not a magical attack. It's a solid hit, but it has resistance. You just chip away some of the stone and earth.
Damn.
Yep.
Thing's a big boy.
Now that was your first attack. You
All
get
right.
2, right? Level 7 paladin.
Oh, I do actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and take the second one.
Swing again.
Solid.
Hey.
Chipping away bit by bit.
Ah,
Anything else? Bonus actions?
no, I'm gonna keep my hunter's mark on Cyrus.
All right.
I'm set. That's a concentration, so I don't want to break it.
Solid. Oron, it's your turn.
Damn, son. All right, so how much can I do? Because I got my ass beat, so I would like to heal myself. But can I heal myself and still attack, or?
So you can use the healing potion that you have as a bonus action, which means that you won't be able to use your 2-weapon fighting, but you can still attack. You might have an ability as a champion fighter called Second Wind.
Let me see here. I have Second Wind, yes.
Okay. That also heals you, does it? And I think it's also a bonus action.
Yeah, I have Second Wind, and Action Surge as well. You take an additional action in your turn. Just use one time per short rest. Okay.
Yeah, so Action Surge is really good. If you ever just need to ruin somebody's day, Action Surge lets you take basically 2 turns. If you use... You could use your Second Wind to heal. How much did you say it heals?
Second Wind heals 1d10 plus 7 HP.
Okay, that's pretty good. Your healing potion probably heals more, but it's nice that you have both. So you could use your bonus action to heal. Then you could make your attack and attack twice, because you're just a high-level fighter. Then if you want, you could use your Action Surge to attack twice again.
I like the sound of that. Now, can my attacks be directed toward Osiris and the Elemental as well?
Yes, you can split each of your attacks as you want.
Or I can just attack. Or I could just attack the Elemental if I want.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And you can take... you can basically split. You don't have to declare them all ahead of time either. You can roll, you can hit, you can be like, my next one, let's have it on this guy.
Cool. Let's do it. All right. So obviously, I feel the immense pressure as everyone is coming after the patron of solid muscle. And that has obviously been daunting for me, but I am the paragon, not a patron, a paragon of solid muscle. So because of that, I will like to attack the earth thing, the earth elemental.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll roll 2 on my battle axe, right?
Yes, roll your battle axe twice.
All right.
Oh, that's kind of nasty.
That's a natural 20. That is a natural 20.
All right.
Now, that second attack is an 11. You have you have 5 points of inspiration that you can spend to basically re-roll something.
I'll use 1 point of inspiration to re-roll.
All right, go ahead and roll another attack, and that's going to replace, if it's higher, it'll replace the 11.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Leave my earth elemental alone.
Leave me alone. How about that?
You lay into this beast from below. 13 points of damage and then 9 points of damage. All right, so math is hard. 22. Okay. You are chunking it apart. I'm going to make it so you can't see its health, but you can sort of see the health bar as it goes down. That was your action. You swing at it twice. It's made of solid stone and
He's still alive.
sand, so it's very much still alive.
Got so much health.
Oh yeah, it's incredibly tough. Now that was your action. You can use your bonus action to drink the potion if you want, or use your second wind.
And the second wind will allow me to heal.
Correct. Both of those will allow you to heal.
Okay. Actually, I'll use my potion. I'll use my potion.
I'll roll that one for you. You heal 12 hit points.
That's wish it was more.
Perfectly average.
All
yes,
right.
actually.
Yeah.
Now, If you want to use your action surge, which I think you can do once during this whole fight, which is basically going to be the whole game tonight, you can do that, and that'll give you 2 more attacks. But again, the elemental is so tough and it's made of solid stone that your attacks aren't very effective.
Yeah. Damn. Let me see. Because I really hate Osiris right now. Like, I really hate him.
I mean, you can still attack him.
Yeah. You know
No,
what?
no, you can't. No.
You know what? I won't. I won't right now. I'll save it. I'll save it for a rainy day,
Okay.
aka today.
So, fun fact. We actually hit an act of God.
Oh.
Now, under normal, because of subscribers, and under normal circumstances, we save these for our recurring campaign, the Quest for the Book of Dawn. But I have an idea, and I think we can double dip here. As the Earth Elemental appears, and as the battle rages, there's a great roar that echoes through the chamber. And the ground shakes, and the arena trembles, and pieces of the ceiling collapse and fall down all around you. And the sand begins to drain away all over the place, falling down, and this hellish light emerges up from beneath it as it gets incredibly hot, and you can hear the mighty dragon Ashardalon himself. As the arena floor collapses beneath you, everybody roll a strength saving throw.
Jesus.
Ooh.
And screw you, Bren.
Ooh.
Oh, I get an advantage, actually. I forgot about that because I'm in a rage.
Could I do inspiration for the strength saving throw?
You got a 15, which is pretty good. You may use inspiration if you'd like.
That's fine. I'll keep the 15.
Okay.
I just want to be better than Bren.
Actually, you know what? You may want to use it just for that. Like, I respect that.
Yeah. I'll use my inspiration for another.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
You're gonna get lower.
We hold the 15. We keep the 15.
All
and
right.
as everything collapses below you, and you all find yourselves plummeting below into a volcanic cave filled with liquid magma.
Oh my god, dude.
Shit.
We're all in the middle of it. There's like no. It's not, oh my god. All right.
Yes, the conditions of the test have changed.
Yeah.
As you fall, everybody made their saves and lands in your choice of just, on your feet or in a superhero landing, except for Grem, who arrives prone. However, and I'm going to have you roll a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration.
Oh,
You have 1 point of inspiration, apropos of nothing.
yeah, I guess I'll use it.
All right. Unlucky. The fall disrupts your spell. Now, I will say that only the arena floor collapses, so now the crowd is all rushing to the edges and looking down as they see you in the middle of this smoke and magma-filled chamber, and a roar of approval rages through them as you enter the Ring of Fire.
Ring of Fire.
Oh, dude.
Holy moly. Can the crowd still see this?
Yes, well, only if they paid for the really good seats.
Obviously. They'll be able to walk home with a chair too. So a commemorative chair and a cup.
Exactly.
That's nice. Yeah, that's great.
Let's see if it preserved my initiative order, because if it didn't, then I have some work to do. Okay, for some reason let me see if I can fix this. Boop. All right, well, the turn order's borked, but that's okay. I still have access to it. Bottom of the round, let me just make sure I'm not missing anything else. Josh, have you taken any damage yet?
No damage.
Okay.
No one wants to attack poor little Lurch.
Because he seems so nice.
He is nice. He's harmless.
Bren, you have another healing boost from chat. Heal 7 points.
Oh, yes.
Oh, come on, dude.
Yes.
And we have a healing boost for Global Icon and National Treasure, Golden Boy.
Let's go.
Unacceptable.
How quickly he changes his tune.
You heal 6 points of damage. Another
Deserved.
one for the Brenji.
Come on.
Another one?
Another one. 9 health. How much are you down?
I'm doing good right now.
Okay.
Yeah, he's probably right back
I
up.
was, yeah. I have 68 total. 55 right now. 68 is my max. I went down to a 25 at one point.
Okay.
This elemental's gonna start getting all the healing soon.
Yeah. Osiris, it's your turn. You do notice that the presence of the elemental, like, you have to keep focusing on it, you have to keep concentrating on it, but it doesn't impact your ability to fight. It's just, you can feel it is this primal force of earth ripped from the very roots of creation in the underworld, the well springs of the elements, and it is bound here by your will, but it strains against you.
I am going to, after Lurch has attempted to whack me with his maul, I'm going to turn to him and say, "You had your chance. I tried to make friends with you before we even began." And I'm going to leap off of the rock and try and basically twirl and grapple, grabbing onto Lurch's head and pull him into the lava, the liquid magma with me.
Okay.
With you?
Together, we will go into the depths of magma, and we will fight in the flames.
Oh my god.
All right.
Okay. Roll opposed athletics checks. You are both in a rage. You both get advantage.
Oh my god.
However,
Wait, Josh, how many disadvantages has Josh got?
a lot, but you have one as well.
How have I still got more disadvantages?
Because
I have
chat,
one as well.
you know, because chat. I'm gonna call this a suplex. I'm gonna rule.
So we're just rolling flat.
Oh, this is a suplex?
I'm gonna
nice.
rule this a suplex, and you, as the first person to attempt a suplex, gains inspiration. The crowd has spoken. Chat has spoken.
I am a Goliath with powerful build, counting as one size larger when pushing, dragging, lifting things. This is a tiny gnome.
And
Built
I
like a
am a
brick.
tiny gnome with the aspect of the bear. My carrying capacity, including maximum load and maximum lift, is doubled. I have advantage on strength.
But you're
checks,
not trying to
making
lift
push,
me.
pull, lift, or break objects.
And he is trying to break you.
All right. That's true.
I mean, he's also built like a brick house, so I don't know what you want.
A flat athletics check.
A flat athletics checks from each of you.
Okay.
Pulls this off. It's
Oh, get out of here.
All right. The two of you are, your arms are locked as he leaps over you and grabs on, and the momentum, you sort of swirl with it, but you keep your feet planted right where they are.
He's just on my head. I'm just wearing him like a hat.
Yeah, essentially, yes. Osiris, as he wears you like a hat, that was your first attack. What would you like to do next?
I'm gonna put my hands in his nose and try and pull him into the lava again with me.
Okay, you're playing the part of the jockey from Left 4 Dead 2. Roll another opposed athletics check.
Piece of shit.
Oh.
And you Okay. The two of you careen towards the magma. Yarp! Yarp! And then you both plunge into it. You immediately both of you take, because it's not like you got dunked. Oh my god.
Jesus.
Wow.
22 points.
I'm gonna use Stone's endurance as a reaction to reduce the damage dealt to me, because that's just ridiculous.
Okay.
So as I have the spirit totem of a bear, I gain resistance damage to all damage type, with the exception of psychic.
Yes.
Wow, really? That's mental.
So I only take 11 damage.
All right, so I also take 11 damage from my Stone's endurance as well.
Oh man.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Is that it for you, Osiris? You used both your actions.
I don't know how much more I've got. Do I have any other things I can do?
I mean, not if you don't have any ideas, then I don't have any ideas.
No, I do not.
Okay, well, Lurch, you just took a little dip in the very, very hot magma. I do have good news. Chat has a conditional healing boost for you when you first take damage. So recover 9 health.
Nice. Appreciate it. Okay, so presumably I'm not actually in the, I'm not dunked inside of it. What did we do? Like splash into it and leap out or something?
It's sort of like around your ankles, because his desire was to make the two of you fight in the river of lava. So it's, it's flowing around your ankles. It is causing severe burns. You start your turn in it, and you're both in for this. You take 15 points of fire damage. Now,
15 points of fire damage.
Correct.
7.
Jesus Christ.
No,
okay.
no, not you, Osiris. At the start of your turn, you'll be up. But it's when you enter the lava, or if you start your turn in the lava, you take the damage.
Okay.
You can easily leave.
Can you?
If I leave, he gets an attack of opportunity though.
Not if you just literally walk there.
Wait, why is that?
Because here's in the lava. Like this square is in the lava. This square is not. These squares are not.
Oh, but it's still close to him.
Yeah, you're still in his threatened area.
Welcome attack. Okay. Well, then I'm immediately going to
hold on.
Oh yeah.
Time out.
Okay.
Osiris. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, for the elemental.
Okay. You maintain your concentration.
Fucking shit.
And the elemental does not go berserk.
All right, I am going to move over to this position so that I'm kind of opposite him. And I'm going to... What am I going to do here? Yeah, I'm just going to attack him. I've moved away. I've got myself out, and I'm just going to continue to recklessly attack Osiris.
Okay, just beat the crap out of the gnome.
Just beat the crap out of him. Like, I was thinking about throwing him into the magma, but Lurch is scared of things that hurt him, and he can't stop. So he's scared of, like spells and things that he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand magma. He doesn't get it. It's not a beast. It hurt him. He doesn't know how to deal with it. So instead he hurts little gnome man that pushed him into the weird melted rock.
Okay.
So he's just going to batter the shit out of Osiris, actually.
You can try.
Do I have disadvantage? Am I rolling this flat?
You have 2 disadvantage left.
So I'm going to attack twice here.
And be done with it.
Yes.
All right. 2 reckless attacks. Keep in mind.
Actually, no, I'm going to attack 3 times here because I get an extra attack. Yeah, and I'm frenzy.
So the first 2 are flat, and the last one has advantage.
Okay.
And also, your guard is down. People can have advantage to attack you until the start of your next turn. Go for it.
Okay, it's a good job. That one was... Oh, no, that's the second flat one.
Yeah.
For frick.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Do you want me to resolve that nat 1 that I just rolled again before I do my next one?
Well, let's resolve the damage first. The 19 from the maul, so that's a solid hit for 6 points of damage because of Bear Totem. So, Bren, go ahead and take that. And then roll a dexterity saving throw.
Bloody Nora.
Fly into the lava.
It's gonna...
Oh, a 9.
Okay, you have 2 inspiration left.
I am absolutely using an inspiration in this instance. 18.
Okay. All right. Unfortunately for chat, your maul does not fly off and immediately get destroyed. Precious! You may roll your 3rd attack, your frenzied attack. I like to... Osiris is just sitting here in the lava. Ah! Whack, 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 whack. What's your AC, Osiris?
14.
14, meet or beat. That one
you with the 15.
does slap him for another 6 points after your damage reduction. Are you bloodied?
How
Brennan?
much?
6 more. Well, 12, but 6 because of Bear Totem.
Gotcha.
Are you,
12
I-
total.
I am bloodied.
okay, well, have another Timmy boost.
Ridiculous.
Another heal boost.
Yeah.
I refuse to die.
8.
Wow.
And because you're bloodied, here's another one. I believe in the 1v3, Bren.
Incredible. Incredible.
7
It's
more
only a
health.
1v3 because you summoned an elemental. Otherwise, it would have been the dwarves versus all of us.
You
Yeah.
don't know that. We're fair.
Sure, yeah.
All right. That it for Lurch?
Yes, that's it for Lurch.
Okay. Grumman Grum. Actually, we ignored an important... No, we'll take care of that in a moment. Grumman Grum. Go ahead.
All right, I think I'm gonna cast Thunderous Smite as a bonus action.
Mhm.
So then the next time I'm doing a melee attack, I'm gonna do some stuff. I'm gonna try to attack the elemental
Mhm.
with my warhammer.
Cool.
We'll see if it hits.
Roll it.
Let's.
Oof.
Oh, dang it!
That's
And
your
then I guess
first
I'll try a
attack.
second attack. Yeah.
Oh!
Nice.
Yes.
Very nice. All right. So then that does the get to the Thunderous Smite. The Thunderous Smite. Your weapon rings with a thunder that is audible within 300 feet of you. Deals an extra 2d6 thunder damage to the target. Additionally, it must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from you and knocked prone.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
All right. So give me that
Gonna knock the
2d6.
elemental
and
prone.
this is a crit, so give me 4d6, please.
46 roll. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Those are some unlucky numbers, but we come out at a complete average. Okay, so 22 points of damage. And because it's this attack is imbued with the power of the Thunderous Smite, it does full damage, it ignores the resistance, it's a solid blow. And let's just see where that leaves us, shall we? Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say Earth Elementals probably have a pretty good strength save, right? What's your save DC?
Let's see. 13.
No.
Oh, 23.
Yeah, you just tried to
right.
boom a rock. Does not work that
Yeah.
way. But still, a solid hit. That was your bonus action. That was your attack, and I assume you're not moving too much, right?
Oh, that's it.
All right. I did forget to have the Earth Elemental go on Osiris's turn. But before Oron the Muscle gets completely splattered, I'm going to let him take his action.
Excellent. Obviously, as the lava surrounds the arena, I'm assuming it becomes very hot.
Oh,
correct?
yeah. Sweltering.
So that means that my muscles are glistening with,
Yes.
and because of that, you know, my loyal followers chanting, yelling, "Solid muscle, solid muscle." They're cheering me on. So what I decide to do is I recognize the lava's in front of me. So I want to be able to go back and kind of charge at the elemental and shove the elemental into the lava
Okay.
to try and just put it inside of there and let it like melt and stuff. Is that possible?
It is possible. You are trying to shove an Earth Elemental, again, made of solid rock, as opposed to,
Indeed.
the other thing.
Oh, you talking about solid muscle?
Yes.
Solid muscle versus solid rock.
Solid muscle. So you're gonna make. Here's how this is gonna work. Instead of attacking, your attacks are gonna be replaced by athletics checks, and you're gonna be opposed by its athletics checks, which are
Good
pretty
luck.
ferocious. So roll an athletics check. You have 1 point of inspiration left.
All right, that's first one.
Yep. So that's your first roll, and it gets to oppose you. And you're going to try this twice, and it's going to oppose you twice. On a 15, do you or do you not, before I roll, want to use your inspiration?
this thing's gonna kill me. So I will use my inspiration.
Okay, roll again. If it's better than a 15, you'd made a good choice. Oh, okay. Let's see what he's got.
Nice.
10.
What?
That's ridiculous, actually.
You put your shoulder into it and just... And you push it back 5 feet, and one of its feet slips into the lava. Roll a second athletics check to see if you can push it even farther.
All right.
A natural 1. It also rolled a natural 1.
They both not won?
Yes. So the two of you,
How
as
does
you
he
shove,
win with a nat 1?
They both just collapse.
you may notice you're on a pile of gold coins and treasure is what you've landed in. As you just shove this bastard backwards, your feet slip in the jingling coins, and you find yourself sliding backwards, and you fall flat on your face. But at the exact same time, the Earth Elemental's foot goes down into the lava, and it backslides, and the two of you push away from each other, and you land on the ground, face to face, except that your foot is in a pile of gold, and its foot is melting off.
Wonderful.
Oh my
I'll
god.
take
That's
that.
absurd.
The Earth
I'll
Elemental
take that.
takes 12 points of fire damage. Okay.
Did he also move the elemental back though too, since he did succeed?
I mean, technically you won, so yeah, it does.
Oh my god.
So it takes another 2d6, so it takes another 6 points of fire damage.
Right. People in the chat keep spamming solid muscle. That's what we need. Solid muscle.
All right, I need the two dwarves, since the two of you are in the treasure pile, to each roll a flat 1d20. We have another treasure coming up.
Oh wow.
So roll 1d20
Yep,
/ roll 1d20.
yep.
Oh,
3.
come on.
Okay, this one
Be something.
goes to Grum.
Grum,
Roll.
grum.
Give me a percentile roll, Brandon.
All right.
Nine. It's literally just healing potions, like for the first several charts. All right.
I'll take it.
In the pile of treasure, you find a potion of greater healing, and I allow people to use potions as bonus actions because otherwise it just doesn't happen.
Nice.
Okay.
That's greater healing.
Greater healing.
Ah, nice.
Osiris, it is your turn. The Earth Elemental immediately takes damage
no.
and can act.
Okay.
The Earth
How
Elemental
much
is
damage are you taking?
cooking. It takes 16 points of damage. It is cracking apart. It's starting to glow from the terrible heat.
What about its foot? What about its foot? It should be melting in the foot, right?
Oh, yeah,
So it can't
the
really
foot's
move.
melting off like it's hobbling.
Shush.
Okay.
Okay.
Go.
Shush.
Also, does Bren not take damage for
He
starting
does.
his turn in the magma?
I
good.
tried to land on. I was trying to be on your face when I was pulling you in
Right.
the magma. But if we want to try and turn the table against Osiris, okay, sure. I'll take magma damage. I'll win this 1v3 fair and square. Yeah, that's why sip your tea.
Before you take the damage, what does your elemental do?
My Earth Elemental is going to use his special ability, Earth Glide,
Okay.
to bury into the ground in front of him, to dive into it for the safety of the Earth.
Okay. All right.
So we can't see it at all. It just disappears.
It fuses with the solid rock instead of the liquid rock, and just like into the rock itself. That just means it
What a
can
coward.
move through the rock. So that's just movement.
Yeah. Do I get a feel of what's underneath this layer of is this the bedrock? Is this the final layer, or are there more secrets to this arena?
There might be more secrets to this arena. There is another chamber even deeper below.
Should not have told me that. Should not have told me that. The Earth Elemental also deals double damage to objects and structures. Now, would you consider this floor to be a structure?
Yes.
Oh.
The Earth Elemental is going to just start rampaging onto the
Okay.
ground.
All right. The whole ground just shudders and rumbles as the earth cracks. Osiris, you're going to take 5 points of fire damage because of your bear totem.
Thank the Lord.
And you may move, and I would rather encourage you to move.
Yeah, I'm going to move here.
Okay, great. Anything else? The floor is going to collapse, and we are going to enter the third and final arena at the end of this round.
I'm going to attempt to jump and grapple onto Lurch's face.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Roll an opposed athletics check, the two of you.
Wonderful.
Finally, you both get advantage, and you are on even feet. Yeah, they've distributed like wide screens to the audience because there's no other way that they're going to be able to watch as it just goes
What?
lower and lower.
You just beat me.
Yeah, beat you by 1.
Are you kidding me?
Easy.
Yarp, what happens? Lurch, what happens when he tries to climb up and scale your face?
As he tries to scale up my face, the maul in one hand and my hand in the other, I grab him by the scruff of the neck and I peel him off me. Scratches all over my face as he just gouges me as I try and get off. And I shake him up and down like he's a toy or a pet that's annoyed me. And I throw him to the ground in front of me.
And then he makes a second attack.
Yeah. And then I attempt to jump on his face again.
We're really committing to the
on,
jump on his
man.
face bit. Yeah, okay. You know the drill, gentlemen. Do it again.
Yes.
Okay. You are now on his face.
Yep.
And that's it.
Okay,
I mean, I don't have any more turns.
correct. But I do need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Despite all of this, the Earth Elemental is still obeying your mental commands.
That's some bullshit.
Lurch, you got a gnome on your face.
Okay. Now, here's where I pitch something to you, Joe.
Oh no.
Lurch is a simple creature, but he's a bulky creature. He can lift enormous weights. This gnome, even if he's got a huge amount of muscle, he really can't weigh that much. Lurch would still be able to sprint around the battlefield. So, while blinded by gnome, Lurch, the last thing he sees is Oron the muscle across the battlefield. And so Lurch believes he has gone blind and tries to lash out at the last thing that he saw.
Okay.
And so he's going to charge. He's going to use his charger
Oh my god.
to dash towards Oron the muscle and try and shunt him 10 feet into the magma. That's the thing with charge. You can dash and use a bonus action to push a target 10 feet away from you. You have to succeed on a shove.
Everyone's going into the magma.
Just a magma bath for everybody.
Everyone's going into
So
the
I'd like to ignore the gnome strapped to my head, continue to dash, what is it, like 20 feet, which is half of my normal walking speed, and then shunt Oron the muscle into the magma.
Okay. So, you have a gnome on your
Unbelievable.
face,
Yeah.
which is going to impose disadvantage
Okay.
on this roll. So go ahead and roll. This is because it's a shove. It's an opposed athletics check again, and you have disadvantage on it. So, Oron, as you like shove this guy into this giant living boulder into the rock, and it just like melds in and starts rumbling beneath you. From behind you hear Yarp! As he comes charging towards you. Roll an athletics check, Oron and Lurch.
Dude, man.
Is
what-
mine just flat because I have the advantage and then it gets
Correct,
cancelled?
because there's a gnome on your head.
Okay.
So I'm doing athletics.
Oh, can I use inspiration? Do I have any left?
You do, but you're already at the, you know,
Yeah, you
you've already
used the
got
advantage.
both.
You already had advantage. You cancelled it.
Oh.
Now, here's the issue. Oron is
I did.
prone after falling in his struggle with the Earth Elemental, which gives him disadvantage on his roll.
True.
So, Alex, roll an additional
Ah,
athletics check and take the worst. Unless
He's
you
going to
want-
roll a 1.
No, I got the same again. That's some bullshit.
Suck on
I rolled
Okay.
so badly.
suck on my solid muscle balls, baby.
Here's where it gets really fun. Lurch, I need you to roll 1d6.
God. Oh, God.
Just a flat
Okay.
You know, I
Roll a
honestly
5.
want to say that was probably the best result because here's how I was ruling this: 1 or a 2, 3 or a 4, 5 or a 6. So instead of just lurching off and directly plunging into the lava, you charge straight forward and hit a rock at just maximum charging speed. You hit this enormous rock. So,
Would you say head first? I hit the rock.
Oh, God.
Because I would imagine that I would be charging in a sprinter's position, head first, into a rock.
Yeah, I wonder why
That
you would be
makes the
doing that.
most logical sense.
And I would like to counter that, DM. I have once you've worked this one out, I have a couple of counterpoints to make.
Okay. Let's hear the argument from the defense, please.
I am not blind. I am on his face. Correct.
Correct.
Yes, that may be a fact.
Yes.
But as a barbarian, I gain advantage on dex saving throws against effects I can see. Now, I would argue that I can see this.
You're looking backwards if you're attached to my face.
I would argue that I was riding your shoulders and covering your highs with my hand.
Were you now?
Yes.
Okay.
That changed quite significantly.
So here's how we're going to do this. If you wish to remain grappled to the Goliath's head, you must brace yourself for impact. You may make a dexterity saving throw to remove yourself from the danger zone. It is your choice. Grin and bear it, or drop the grapple and risk it all.
But to do you one better.
Not how that works.
I choose option 3.
Option 3.
going to
I
do you-
win. I live.
Go
Do
on.
you want
Go
better?
on.
I hold the grapple and I take no damage.
My bag of holding.
What?
This entire time that I've been pulling props out of,
Mm-hmm.
I see him charging for the rock,
Mm-hmm.
and I pull the bag of holding over my body
Wait, what?
and over his head at the same time,
Oh, God.
thus escaping the impact by moving into another dimension.
Get out of here.
How did you get out?
Oh
No,
oh,
I don't know yet.
Oh,
One step at a
give-
time. One step at a time.
Okay.
Joe's frantically looking through notes.
Where's the bag? Okay. Here's the fun part. This beast Lurch has so much momentum, and Grumman is like on the other side of this rock. There's still this physics problem isn't over. We're still headed like Brandon's way, but now we have to do like meta-dimensional calculations to see what the hell happens. Okay.
I didn't think that there was science.
I don't
in
think a
D&D.
gnome can fit in a bag of holding, can they? How big does a bag of holding open to?
You are.
Is it
pretty
a
small
sack
gnome.
of holding?
I can contort my body.
Okay.
Show
My
us the
wife is
results.
made of.
Oh, you have a bag of holding.
Yes. Let the record
That's
show.
amazing.
I think a gnome could fit in that.
If you can
No way.
succeed on a dexterity saving throw with advantage because of your uncanny dodge, I will allow you to put yourself and the Goliath's head into the bag of holding.
Excellent.
This
Drum roll,
is
please.
ridiculous.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yes, a dex saving throw.
Thank God I had advantage.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Congratulations, you hopped inside the bag of holding. Okay, that's step 1 of the process. Step 2 of the process. Yarp.
Yarp?
We're going to calculate the impact damage of you colliding with this rock. Just roll a maul attack for me. Just, roll an attack with your weapon at a rage. And okay, 13 points of damage. All right.
This is like it hit itself in its confusion, kind of Pokemon logic.
Okay, so that is not quite enough to rupture the bag, which sends its contents into the astral plane.
Oh, that would have been so wonderful.
Oh my God.
I do have inspiration. I could try again.
Oh my
Try
God.
again. Go ahead. Roll again. Roll again.
No. Think about this, Lurch. Your head is going to go into the astral plane.
Roll it.
Okay, let's try again. Oh, it was a nat 1.
How many ones
doesn't even do
wrong?
anything.
We're gonna
I
add
have
that
rolled
8
enormous
points of
amounts of nat
damage.
ones.
8 points of damage. 20 points of damage, and the bag of holding splits and frays at the edges. And there's this bizarre being sound.
Oh,
As the gnome and Lurch's head are sucked into the astral plane.
Wait, has he just decapitated me?
Well, the astral plane has like different timeless. It's sort of timeless, right? In a way.
Sure, I'll live forever with only a head.
Yes. So, as you leap into the bag of holding, Osiris, and you're still holding onto his head, and there's this crack and this pop, and you're floating in a silver mist, holding onto this Goliath's head, its eyes staring up at this vista of wonders and magic, and it emits yarp.
So I'm just in the astral plane.
What does it look like on our end of this that we're seeing?
Well, I was getting to that. Lurch's body is dead. It's been decapitated.
Oh, Christ.
But the impact is still pretty significant. So, Grumman, this rock just crashes into you. Roll a strength saving throw to hold it at bay.
Oh, man. Oh.
Wait.
Okay. The rock crushes over you. You take that damage we rolled earlier, 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jeez.
And it is your turn.
Oh, man. So those two are just gone, right?
It's hard to tell from this side of the rock. You heard this weird...
Oh, yeah, okay. So then I'll use my movement and like get up on top of the rock to look. What do I see?
You see Lurch's body. It just like bounced and then just thud on the other side, and it's got the remnants of this cloth bag over its head, and the gnome is nowhere to be seen.
Okay, so he doesn't look just headless. It's like a bag is there.
Yeah. It's kind of a flat bag for a head that big, but you know.
All right, well, I don't know he's dead, so I'm going to just jump off the rock and hammer his belly.
Okay.
You're going to desecrate my corpse?
He doesn't know it's a corpse.
You're dead. I got to just make sure.
Yeah, you land and you hit it, and just this geyser of blood up from the bag.
So the bag is shooting off.
Yeah, just into the lava as it just bleeds and the lava hisses as blood just jumps from the Goliath's
The bag of
stomach.
holding is in the lava.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I hit the prize.
Ding.
All right. Well, I don't see the other guy around elemental anymore. I still have one attack, right?
You do.
All right. Well, came down to us dwarves, and I'll turn around. I guess I'll use the rest of my movement and go hit
What's the
Oron.
game plan, brother? Bring it on, cause the Oronaniacs are on my side, dude. No problem, brother. We got this, dude.
You're talking to yourself.
Okay.
I'm saying this to myself, bro.
All right. Yeah.
25 is definitely a hit.
Holy shit.
Oron, you
Yeah.
take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and we did have a conditional heal in the chat. As the fight goes on, Grum heals 8 points. Thank you, chat.
Hey. Thank you, chat.
So I apologize to Penguin Gamer 2, who wanted to give a healing boost to Sideshow.
I'll ask Penguin Gamer 2, where were you here at the beginning when all of my disadvantages were rolled and my head got chopped off by a bag of holding? Where were you then? Where were you then?
So am I understanding this right? They're just dead. They're gone.
Well, your character doesn't know what's happened. Your character...
Yeah, because I'm facing the lava face down, right?
And even if you
I
looked
just
around, you'd see Lurch's headless corpse and just no gnome. The gnome is just gone. They're both alive. They're just floating in another dimension, and one of them is only a head. Like, I'm just saying, I would watch that animated series. I would 100% watch that show.
So if the bag goes into the lava, though, is the bag gonna get destroyed?
Oh, the bag. See, here's what happened. He was wearing the bag on his head. He hit the rock. That destroyed the bag. The bag is already destroyed.
Oh.
It was ruptured upon impact, which is why his head vanished and he got transported to the astral plane. So all that happened is the remnants of the bag are destroyed. So
Okay.
You know the only useful part about Lurch was his body.
yeah,
His head contained a brain that wasn't functional anyway.
Now Lurch and Osiris are like this buddy cop movie.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
They're this buddy cop movie.
Floating forever.
Is there any way to get out?
There are, but the moment you walk through a portal into another world, Lurch's head will need a body again. Their adventures can absolutely recur at some point down the line as required, but they're effectively out of the scene. Or on the muscle,
Oh man.
it's down to the dwarves.
Now down to the dwarves.
What do you do?
All right. Well, he came at me. And obviously my muscles are still glistening, so I'm still feeling myself, which is very important. All right, dude. You gonna come at me with everything you got? You better believe it. I'm gonna just give you hellfire and brimstone, brother. And I go at him with everything I have. I swing my battle axes, and it's just a 2 attack, right? So
Yeah.
I'm doing all right. So yeah, so I give him 2 attacks with my battle axe.
All right.
Bring it, boy. I got an armor class of 21.
Woo!
My shield.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so I just swing once with the battle axe, or two times, right?
Yeah, go ahead and give me the first 2 attacks in a row.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. So that's a natural. Your first strike is incredibly strong, but Grum and Grim is really well armored. But your second attack goes right through his armor, just breaks open his defenses, and inflicts. It's kind of an awful roll, but you know we're here now. 8 points of damage.
Dang.
Now, here's the rest of it. You can use your bonus action to use your second wind and heal, or you can use your bonus action to attack with your offhand axe if you'd like.
I will use my bonus action to heal.
Okay. So
So do I hit the check mark on this thing, short rest? Like
No,
there's a box there?
for now, click on the ability, and it should pop up like the description into...
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Okay. So doing that.
Yep. All right, so it ended up being a little bit weird. In Roll20, you see the purple thing that says 1d10 in the chat.
1d10, so roll 1d10.
Yeah, if you just click that, it'll roll for you, and we'll add 7. If you just click the purple box. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, so you heal 16 hit points. You also have not used your action surge yet.
Ooh, that's right.
You can use that to make another attack, and every time you use an action to attack, you attack twice.
I use my action surge.
Okay,
right
it's
here.
just...
I'm ending this thing.
Muda, 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 muda. Roll 2 more attacks with your battle axe.
Oh, shit. Get it in here. Oops.
No joy, and a natural 1. He deflects your blow with his shield, and roll a dexterity saving throw. $18. You hold on to the axe, and it does not plunge into the lava. The ground shakes. The elemental is still summoned to the mortal world, but its master is now gone, and the connection is severed. And as it rampages through the earth, the floor beneath you collapses. Both of you roll strength saving throws.
Damn. Meanwhile, these knuckleheads are they're just dead.
They're just floating in space.
They're just floating in space and time.
Yeah. Thanks, Osiris.
Yeah, no problem.
All because he didn't want to get hit by the rock.
Yeah. he didn't want to get some bludgeoning damage, so he put us inside a bag of
let him
holding.
go, like, you know. Oh my
I
God.
was trying to outthink it, you know.
Yeah, you all thought yourself into another dimension.
Yeah, yeah.
Grumman, hit me with that strength save when you get a chance.
Oh, yeah, Brandon, through your strength save.
Oh, whoops! Sorry, I didn't hear. I had to. Okay.
All good, all good. 19. Again, you both have your choice, having succeeded, of just landing on your feet or taking the superhero landing. Your call.
100% superhero landing.
Here we go.
The muscles glisten,
I'll
dude.
just land.
Okay. One moment. At first, it's completely dark.
Man.
But then, after a long moment...
Whoa. Well, we know Sideshow's not there anymore.
Huh?
We know you're
Can't
not
see
there anymore.
anything.
And I'm going to give chat sight in a moment. The chair, which has not been used yet, survived the fall, by the way. You are in a deep subterranean chamber, standing upon a raised stone altar.
Okay. Can I get vision, please?
Oh, yeah. I shared it with myself, but
I see it.
you see it
My
because I gave
GoldenBoy.
you vision, but because they're out of the scene, neither of them can see anything. So give me a moment to make things visible for them, because that's only fair.
Yeah, because, you know, they toss themselves into another dimension.
Listen,
They is a strong term. He.
Fair enough.
wasn't expecting the bag to break, to be honest. Was just expecting him to just pull the bag off and I'd be fine. But yeah.
That's D&D, apparently.
I definitely would have tried to bundle you into the bag anyway. You would have been my little pet in a bag of holding otherwise.
You would have failed.
Can the two of you see now or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
see.
excellent. Ignore them. They're just, they're just watching. You are upon a raised stone platform, and 5 stone dragon heads emerge on all sides, and around the chamber are 5 alcoves, each of them with a statue of a different dragon, each of them humming and pulsing with energy. And in the top of the room is a deep, dark well.
Ooh.
This is an
I feel
ancient...
like I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, Brandon knows a thing or two about this particular theme. This is an ancient and evil place. And also there's a goddamn earth elemental
Wait, it's still here?
that drops from above.
Damn it.
So Bren, given that you're out of the fight, but the Earth Elemental is alive, what would the Earth Elemental like to do? It is angry and it wants to smash things.
It would just start rampaging, I think, across anything. It would be damaging everything indiscriminately. It would be hitting structures, people, anything.
Okay, then this round it's going to attack each of them once, and then it's just going to move on to start, smashing shit. So, it attacks Oron the Muscle once.
Oh.
What's your armor class,
18.
Oron?
Armor class?
Yeah.
It says heavy armor, light armor, medium armor, shields.
Look near the top middle of your character sheet. It's usually where it is. Little shield icon.
AC.
Oh, sorry, 14.
14. It smashes you for 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god. Come on.
Jeez, that's a lot.
And it swings at Grem. Oh my god!
Shield. Oh!
Wow.
It rolls a natural 1, bounces off your armor, and plummets into the deep dark well behind you. And you
Messed
do
up that
not
it just
hear
did all this damage to me.
the impact. All right, Grem, it's your turn.
All right. Dang, what did I want to do now? I guess I'll bonus action. I'll cast Hunter's Mark on him, and then I will attack with my Warhammer.
Roll it.
Did it wrong. We go do it again. There it is.
A 16. That is a hit. You're single-handing it, so you'll deal 4 points of damage plus roll your Hunter's Mark.
Which is it's a D6 or
It's
2D6?
Additional D6.
D6. Okay. Hold on.
All right.
Yes.
You take a total of 6 points of damage.
Yeah.
Or
Do I have another attack?
You
Can't
get 2
remember.
attacks.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Yeah, with
The
the
Hunter's Mark
Warhammer.
applies 2 times.
What was that?
Does the Hunter's Mark apply again there? Oh my god.
Wow.
Huge.
That may be an academic question. That question may be academic. Give me a moment. How many times per turn can Hunter's Mark proc? Whenever you hit it. And that damage is doubled. So another 2d6.
Damn.
Holy shit. Okay, so that attack
think I'm
inflicted
dead.
16 points. Are you down, dude?
Oh no, I'm 15 HP now.
You have 15 hit points left?
Yeah.
All right. It's your turn. This guy's
Damn.
armored as hell. Incredibly fortified.
And
do you do?
and you said what are these dragons in the room? What are they, these statues?
So there's a stone dragon head. There are 5 stone dragon heads, 1 on each of these platforms. And there are larger stone dragons, and each of them hums with energy. There's light glowing in the mouths of the dragon heads around the altar.
I need to figure this out. I mean, I'm gonna die. This isn't good. This isn't good, brother. This is for the Church of Solid Muscle right here, trying to spread on the message of just muscle. And you're out here just you hit me. The muscle is my armor, dude. It is my armor, dude. Okay, so can I take my axe and smash one of these dragon head things open?
Yes, you can. Which one would you like to smash?
I will assume the one, how do I go?
There's a ruler tool in the upper left-hand corner of roll 20. You can do this.
Is that freehand, draw shape?
Below
Polygon?
that tool.
Like snap to center, it says.
Yeah, that one.
Snap to center. Snap to center.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and then you can click on the map and you can point at stuff.
So this one, right? So this one right here.
This one right here?
Yeah, the one to my right or
Yellowish.
left on the screen. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna break that wide open. What do I have to do?
You break it wide open. and a cloud of poisonous gas emerges, consuming both of you.
Damn it.
Both of you roll Constitution saving throws, but you're both dwarves, which means you have advantage on saves against poison. You might even have resistance. I can't recall.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, advantage against poison.
You have resistance to poison damage.
I am resistant. I am resistant to poison.
And you both made your saving throws, which is excellent. So you take half of 8d6. So 35 divided by 2, 17 divided by 2 is 8. You both take 8 points of poison damage.
Damn it.
Right.
That was your first attack.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. I'm just gonna destroy another one of these things here.
Okay, which one do you want to destroy?
This one.
That one?
Fire.
Yeah.
You just run. You're about to die, and you're just randomly smashing up the place.
Well, I don't know what any of these do. So.
The red dragon explodes into a ball of fire. Both of you roll dexterity saving throws.
The first one hurt you, so you're like, let's do it again.
Bro, that's the muscle way, bro.
Oh my god.
So much damage.
Grumman, give me... It was a fireball. Grumman, give me a dexterity saving throw. No advantage this time.
Thought I rolled it. Okay.
Yep. So, you take the full 32 points of fire damage.
Oh my god.
Are you still up?
Barely. I have 6 health.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oron, you take 16 points of fire damage. Are you still up?
No, I'm dead.
Oh. What a way to go. What a way to go.
In a ball of fire.
I probably should have moved and then hit the thing. Probably what I should have done.
Might have helped. Might have helped. Oh. From like
I don't even feel like I want it. It was just
you know what? No man can smite me. No man can strike me
and
down.
he just destroys himself.
Suplex him into the ground.
Well, I guess I won.
People of DOTAIN'S Rock, I give you your new champion, Grumman Grengrom.
The people go wild.
the people go wild, and they have to like lower up.
Feet in the
They have
air.
to like lower a bucket to get him out, but they're waiting there for 30 minutes, you know, eating snacks, getting in fights, and then finally the bucket comes up over the edge, and they're all. "Ah!" Meanwhile, in an endless silver sky, a single gnome and a Goliath's head floats, contemplating their choices.
Yar?
Good game, gentlemen. Thank you for playing. That was fun.
What was in the well?
Thank you.
What was in the well? Death.
Anytime I tell this story, I describe it as I destroyed the Goliath's head. I swatted him into the lava. It was all on purpose that I won.
Yeah, don't worry. You didn't miss it. Trust me, it was awesome. The well led to the underworld.
Oh my god.
And each of the 5 heads of the dragon contained similar levels of horrific atrocities.
Yeah, one for each of the different types of chromatic dragon breaths.
Oh, I didn't know that. That works though.
Yeah, I mean, the first one exploded, and you're like, all right, cool, let's see what
Try
the next one.
one.
I should, but like I could have moved, right?
Yes, you could have moved.
Yeah. Oh,
It
son of a.
seemed like I was like I should get off this altar, but I was like, well.
I didn't know, honestly. I had no idea.
All good,
that's
my
good
dude.
to know, though.
All good.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm satisfied with my choices. I accept my loss with dignity.
mhm.
I had only taken 15 points of damage the entire round before I was decapitated. Just straight up obliterated and sent to the astral world.
You were aware that your head was in the bag. You may not have known
I
the
couldn't do anything
consequences.
about it. It wasn't my turn.
You spent inspiration to make the bag break,
True. Did do that.
and you knew
What
your
did
head
you
was
think
in the
gonna
bag.
happen?
I thought that because I was not fully in the bag, the bag was therefore not tightened. And so is something really in a bag if it's not closed?
You know, in
I mean,
a long-term campaign, that's a really good question.
In a one shot.
In a one shot, it's funnier this way.
It genuinely was hilarious.
Very true.
Good addition. Good addition.
Yeah, thank you very much, Joe.
My
you.
pleasure.
Thank
Thank you.
for
That
having
was a
me,
lot of
guys.
fun.
It's been a
And if
pleasure.
things
Sorry, go ahead.
things didn't turn out the way they did, I'm sure this battle would have gone on for like another hour.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I am fine with the time frame that we ended up with. Yeah, Brandon, Golden Boy, awesome to have you on the show. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, chat, for all of your support and for spamming Sideshow with disadvantage.
Yeah, thanks.
And if I can figure out all my buttons here, we will catch you next time.
Bye.
Yep.
GG.